since I'm going to go ahead and start, and then everybody can hear Socks howling with her spring. Hey there, pretty kitties, and welcome to the first day of Mizzy Cat Gaming during Spooky Month because we love Spooky Month. Spooky Month. Spooky Month is also birthday month. The Hey, can you not to fight in the hallway? I'm trying to talk about Spooky Month, one of my favorite times of the year. Spooky Month is also my birthday month. So, doing a big stream on my birthday. It's October the 9th. It's a Saturday. It's going to be a really long stream and it's going to be crazy and we're going to have lots of stuff. So, I think I'm going to start at noon. Hi, Hermes. Okay, hello. Yes, hi. Yes, hi. Hi, son. Welcome to Mizzy Cat Gaming. This is Mizzy Cat Gaming. It should really just be called Hermes Cat Gaming because he kind of runs the show. Hi, son. We also have Otter, so we actually have two cats to start today. It won't last very long. Oh, I know, because as soon as I stop petting Hermes, he's gonna leave because that's how he is. So today on Genshin, because apparently that's all I know how to play anymore. Good job. Apparently Genshin's all I know how to play, so today we're playing Genshin again. I have a few coughing fits, so I'll clear that out as best I can. Today on Genshin Ball Z, we have a few things we're gonna do. The Mondstadt event is open. It's not like yesterday, where we thought the event was up and it wasn't up for another 12 hours. No, it is up. So we are going to do that, 100% that. Update summaries. We hate exclamation points. Also, I guess because everybody bitched so much, and I know I'm not marked for whatever. I guess because everybody had this massive bitch fest, Genshin's decided to send out a bunch of Prima Gems every day during the anniversary. Maybe it wasn't because of that. Maybe they were planning to do that anyway. I never had a problem with the anniversary in the first place, so I'm going to get another 10 draw out of it, so I'm fine with it. So we'll take our 400 Primas, our 400 Prima Gems, and our 2 Fragile Resins. And we need to do our daily check-in. It's going to give us this. We are already up to 1,000 Primos again. So possibly by the end of the day today, we'll have enough for another draw. And I did say when I did this weapon draw that if I didn't get a 5-star, I was going to draw on this banner. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw on the event banner. We're going to get all of our exclamation points out of the way. And today we're probably going to hit 30 BP, so we'll get that weapon as well. Excuse me. I am no longer angry about yesterday's Raiden Shogun incident. If you weren't here, I figured out that you have to have your Traveler for the Raiden Shogun fight. And my Traveler is level 40. Well, not anymore, but I was very angry.
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
Yes, Jellyfish Girl. Also, even though that world was slightly lower level than mine, I found out that Kokomi could basically body the Pyrovine by herself, because she's a beast. So, let's look at the event. Trail of Delicacies. Here's the new one. The delicacies it wants. Oh, they're all Mondstadt delicacies. That's very interesting. So, I think I actually have all of these things. 10% HP every second while gliding. That's pretty good. Oh, I don't have the Mondstadt hash brown. Obtained after completing trial Scorching Fire and Raging Lightning in the Temple of the Wolf. What do you mean we don't have that recipe at all? Alright, Seeker. Yes, Mondstadt stuff. This is the fish oil that we need for our fish sword that Diluc is wielding. And then there is another... Oh, there is me itching my nose because Hermes' hair. Thanks, son. There is a quest for,
My publishing house has released numerous works that lay out military strategy in a simple and
Cloud Retainer. But where is the, we gotta do this trial. To get this recipe. We need this recipe. I've wanted this recipe for a while anyway, so we're gonna see what it is. Burning Fire and Raging Lightning. Recommended party level 25. We were probably supposed to do this earlier. Fire, lightning. Alright. This might be a little bit ridiculous. I'm sure it's fine.
Shine down.
This probably isn't going to take very long. Oh no. Electro, Hydro, Pyro, okay. Trials. We're looking for boxes. Opening other boxes. We can handle really any trial that they put in front of us. So what do we want? Hydro? Hydro we will need. For level 25, we don't even need the... yeah.
There is no escape. Boba, get them.
Again, I will reiterate that we are probably too high a level for this. But I don't care because I want cooking recipes. How do I jump up there? I want to jump up. I need to... Up. Up? Hello? There's a box. There's a box. There's a box up there. I can't climb this wall? Why can't I climb this wall? Hold on here. Everything has to stop because I have to figure out how to get up to this box. Without a wind creation person. Aha ha 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 ha. Maybe, yes. Give me things. Hi. Hi, socks. Hi. I feel like I need more black cats. Well, it's not... Getting distracted from us wanting to do the event because of the existence of this box tilting me and these cats. Hi, Socks. Hi, baby. Hi. How did I even get up there last time? Oh, right there. You can't actually jump this, though. Hi. I mean, vision obscured. Can you not assault Hermes? He's actually sitting still. You're okay, Hermes. Go back to sleep, please. Hi. You were playing with your spring in the hall. You're just jealous. You're jealous. Okay. We have to stop. I can't even climb and get this box for a second because I have to stop and pay attention to this girl. Hi. Hi. Oh my goodness. Hi. Super aggressive boo. Hi. I know. There you go. I'm gonna calm down a little bit. It might look like I'm being really rough with her, except that take into account the fact that she loves it. 10 minutes trying to get up to it. Oh, well, I mean, we're going to leave it. If it's going to take forever for us to figure it out, we're just going to leave it. Hi. Yes. Please be nice to him. Thank you, madame. You go up there and stop harassing him. You are fine, Hermes. Oh my goodness. Y'all are going to be like this today. That's where we're at. You're not here. Geo Traveler. Do I have, well, I don't have the Geo Traveler with me. And secondly, my Traveler's currently Animo. Pretty sure. Fox is like, I'm gonna drop all the way from the chair all the way up. Okay. Also, yes, no, you're not here. Of course. So we did Hydro. That was fun. Let's do Electro. Let's use ice for this. Oh, hello.
Are you here to play with me?
Goodbye. Challenge complete. Thanks for the recipe. That's what we were looking for. And more books. And more books. All right. So now we have that recipe. Cool. We're while we are taking care of our beginning of the stuff of the day stuff, which I am not going to do my commissions right now. Whatever. Hermes. There you go. Let's go to the teapot. Because apparently, Zhang Ling has something to say to us in the teapot. We need to collect our realm currency as well.
Maybe you're not used to the
Trust rank. The heck? Stuff bumping. Oh, we need to collect our furnishings from our furnishing queue. I am not going to start building something else. Until I look at the...
If you ever have any...
I want to look at the themed things that you need to build certain recipes and put them down for it to qualify. I want to look at that before I select something to build. We'll do that before we leave the teapot. Alright, did you have something to say to me?
Hello! I was just coming up with a new dish. Don't worry, nothing too strange.
Oh, would you like to have a chat with me? Okay.
Absolutely. Service isn't for a while yet, so there's nothing on the stove.
You really do enjoy cooking.
Yup. Gastronomy just makes me happy. The best part is seeing smiles on my customers' faces. Those are the real fruits of my labor. Oh, and it's really nothing to do with rare ingredients, secret recipes, or anything like that. I just use my own methods and try to bring out the best in every ingredient. Certainly seems to satisfy my customers. Still, It can be difficult at times.
You mean when dishes don't work out?
That does happen, but I wasn't talking so much about the food as, well, sometimes customers get to talking to each other and they chat for so long that their food starts to get cold. I know I shouldn't really interrupt them, but reheating the food just ruins the flavor.
Sounds frustrating.
It is! I knew you'd get it. I feel a lot better after talking to you about it, though.
Yay, we're friends! Okay. I have planted a whole thing of wind-wheeled asters. We did get another level on our traveler last night. I think I have enough books to boost them up to the next ascension level. See, I knew as soon as I shifted, you were gonna want to leave. That's good. I can stretch my leg out. Cold. Wicked. Alright, so that's Teapot, Razzmatazz. We're gonna take F7. We're gonna check our... Okay, we got all that stuff. We don't care. Outdoor set. Missing components. Festival market. Is that the one that I was gonna do for... I think it may be this one? Climate crossover. Oh, this is the thing. Yeah, it's this. It's this one. Okay, so we need bamboo outdoor tea table. Let's make a bamboo... Let's buy a recipe for bamboo outdoor tea table. And... Let's see. Wine shop display counter. I don't know. We'll check for the tea table and the wooden outdoor tea tables. We'll check for the tea table recipes.
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've materialized enough rooms and furniture through subspace creation, it will feel just like home.
Da-da-da-da-da. Realm Depot. Furnishing. Blueprints. Let's see what we got. Fur shelves. Cargo cart. Old well. Favonius conference table. Oh, here's the wine shop display counter. We'll go ahead and pick that up actually. And then let's see if we can find the... Oh, is the traveling salesman up today? I'll have to look over there. I think this is all trees mostly. Yeah. I don't see any of the... You know what? Actually, we got one of those. We're gonna go look at the traveling salesman before we spend more of our realm currency. So how does he work if mine has 2 doggos? Does anyone who come to my world also see 2 doggos? And can I buy them and others can buy them too? I don't know. I have no idea. No idea at all. I'll look at my teapot salesman.
The one before you is known as...
Jade Seeker. Yes, yes.
Ah.
So my person has a boar and a doggo. And then some more rocks. So we're definitely going to buy the boar and the doggo, of course. Alright, and we're not going to buy the rocks because I need, to look and see if I can find another one of the things from the set I'm trying to make. Set. Let's see, I bought that. I still haven't seen wooden outdoor tea table. Storage sack. Buzz off bag. 4-quadrant cooking cauldron. Fragrant cedar vegetable rack. We'll look for the vegetable rack if we can't find the tables that we need to build. And then we're going to build the wine rack because we know that that's one of the things we need to build.
Maybe you're not used to...
Round Depot. Right. Furnishing blueprints. Storage sack buzz off bag. Well, actually, I know we need to build that, so I'll just get that. Clarifying, if you buy something that's limited, one visitors can't. So buy what you want Friday before visitors can buy on Saturday or Sunday. Okay. Create furnishing. Creation queue. Not create. Oh. This. So. Oh, I have the wooden outdoor tea table. Well, let's build one of them. I guess we can just build the other one too, actually.
If you ever have any questions about...
There's a 24-hour window where only you can buy. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. I think I might have to get up in just a second because I smell something hot. And I don't know why I smell something hot, but it is disconcerting. It smells...
Work hard and live each day to the fullest.
Smells hot. I know that
That is
that's a
what
hard...
life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't
Like,
it?
that's a weird statement to make, but, like... I can smell heat in the house. So, like, when I smell heat that smells like a heater on, or the oven on, or something, and it's not something I'm expecting, I'm usually like, why do I smell that smell? Could be coming from outside, but it's still like sus. The hell was I doing? Oh yeah. So I choose those two things. I was gonna learn the recipes that I bought. Cool. I just get a... Alright, probably just my overactive imagination. Oh, we're at 4,000 adept... Wait, are we at 4,000 adeptal energy?
Maybe you're not used...
Did we rank up at all? No, because we need to build more. Okay, that's fine. Let's,
If you ever have any questions about...
I should check my teapot book. I don't think I'm in. Yeah, I'm still in progress. I still have to place 10 rock furnishings. Not too worried about it yet. Alright. It's time. It's time to go to Tevat, and we got the recipe we need. Let's go back to Mondstadt, make the hash brown, and then turn that into the trails thing. And then we'll do that first. We'll do like we did last time. Do the trails, do cloud retainer, do collection. That's how we'll handle it. My world did level up. I did hit world rank 40. I'm actually almost 41. I'm not having too many problems currently. So I gotta keep an eye on that. Mondstadt, hash brown. Oh, uses pine. Uses pine. Wait, is that crab roe? Oh, it's jam. Okay, I was just like, I better not use crab roe. This is actually a pretty good dish, so we may end up investing in this just a little bit because jam is pretty easy to make and potatoes and pine cones are plentiful. So this is a pretty good dish for what it is. So yeah. Okay. Okay. So I love how I'm standing too close and I'm on fire. Yes. We want Trail of Delicacies. We want offer this thing. Offer. Claim. Yay, yay. Alright. So, go to challenge. Go to challenge. Navigate. Teleport. We might have to climb up the mountain. Only a little bit. So that we get a good idea of what kind of stuff we end up with from all this. I think we will go ahead. Man, I really want to do that, but I can't justify it while I'm trying to fix this traveler problem. This cat is animo right now. At least she's up in her 50s now. We've almost gotten her to where she's... And I mean, who knows? Maybe I level her up for the riding shit. I end up using her for her animo. I get used to her ult. And then she stays in my party. I don't know. Who knows? Getting D-Luke kind of threw off most of my party idea. And I still have the problem of I don't have any ranged. And if I get ranged, where the hell am I going to put them in my party structure? So, okay. Attendance will restore the HP of camp leader. It's underground? Why? Oh, here it is. Okay.
Punishment.
I don't know who I think the camp leader is the big guy. That's why we're killing him last.
Nice and spicy.
Illusion shattered.
Could probably do something about our health.
Rest and rebuild.
There is no escape.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Set a shield on fire. Overload and then swap over.
Shine down.
That really hurt. You're toast.
You can't run. Lights. There is no escape.
I've had enough.
Torn to oblivion.
I've had enough of this. So at a higher world level, those challenges actually are challenging.
Hold the line.
So that is definitely something that we should consider. I don't want to turn the world level down if I can absolutely help it. We've already had this discussion for the most part, that leaving the world level up is going to help us get better rewards. So if it becomes a real problem, then that's something that we will deal with. But until then, we're not going to worry about that. Alright, and we want to go to the next challenge. Yes. That is what we want to do. Okay. Looks like it's going to be pretty much some of the same kind of stuff every time. That's fine. Alright.
Shine down.
Booba, get them!
I think in these situations, though, it's always... Oh, it's treasure hunters, actually. And an agent.
You can't run. Punishment. There is no escape.
Yeah, no, has a lot of hell.
Shine down.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a problem each time with the boss summoning more attendants, just because like
Judgment.
they have so much health, and I'm doing the damage, but I'm not. It's not like it was.
You can't run.
So it's okay. I can kill him. Yeah, if I kill him, then all his friends leave. Okay, cool. And killing agents is amazing. Oh, there's the cookbot thing. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Gotcha. Alright, I think that was all of them. Nope, there's one back here. Oh no, that's just a boat. Always need more ingredients. Okay, open that. Cool beans. Run over here. Gonna have to pop our heals. Theoretically should have done it before I moved on. Okay, so that's a slime and it's already noticed me. Okay.
Absurd. Lights out.
Alright. I have to come over here and do these because
Hold the line!
You can't run.
having one up at any time is going to cause me more problems. So,
Billowing surge! Allow me!
Shine down.
oops, wrong one.
Judgment.
That's fine.
Punishment.
It's actually not too bad if you can get in the rhythm of it. So, especially if you can get in the rhythm of the attendance. Because if you get the attendance down, then the boss doesn't matter. Well, I mean, it does, but it's not as bad as,
What a nuisance.
I mean,
You can't run.
it's not too bad. The bosses themselves aren't too bad. It's their attendants that make them a problem. Totally gonna get enough Primus for a draw today. With all of the boxes that we're gonna be opening, yeah, we're totally doing a draw today. Alright, so then this... Oh, we're going back that... We're going over that way. Okay. There's a box right here. I'm gonna get this box first. Because I don't know why it's
it
here.
wasn't too much trouble.
I think that actually doing these things like this and like tearing everything apart, looking for the boxes and all that stuff is actually going to be great for my exploration levels. By the way, we're down here doing stuff over here. The boxes are in this area, actually. We'll probably be able to pick up some ballberries while we're up there. Which I'm going to need. Alright, so that is a fire mage. And we know what the answer to that is. At least, on some levels.
Hold the line.
There is no escape. Inazuma
Shines eternal!
Judgment.
Oh, you know what? He is down right now. His shield is down. Yeah, but they heal him. That's why it's like, his shield's down, but they heal. Wait, they gotta go. We can pop his shield again if we need to.
Rest and rebuild.
Judgment. Illusion shattered.
Torrent, bring refuge.
You know what? She doesn't have crit, but sometimes that doesn't matter. It's the one downside of there being so much content for new players. You level AR a lot faster than I did. It starts so less time to farm and level characters between world level increases. Yeah, I mean it's rough, and I could turn the world down, but again, I'm not ready to do that. I think I'm going to have to keep it at this level even when I hit 45. And whatever. I think I'm gonna have to keep it here for a little bit, honestly, just because I need to get enough people caught up, and I need to figure out exactly what I do with my parties. Plus, I haven't even messed with Spiral Abyss again yet, so like, there's a lot to be done. And if stuff keeps getting stronger, then you have a situation where I go into Raiden and she's level 60, almost 70. She's level 70 with so much health that like I can't hurt her. So, where are we going? Going that way. Alright. Going this way. Oh, I think we're not going to make it. That's okay. Unless you really love a character, you don't need to level them all the way to level cap. Just setting them to 80, 90 for supports is usually enough. Weapons level to 90 though. Yeah, and I mean there are some characters that I do, I mean in the end, let's be real here. In the end, I'm gonna want to level them all. But for now, you know, for now. Okay, attendants will protect camp leader. I'm gonna run in, drop this, pull that, pull this, drop that. Hit this, grab that. Inazuma shines eternal. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Do some of that. Do some of that. This.
Shine down.
Hold the line. Billowing surge.
Do. Okay, you are. Oh no. Are we doing this again? Ugh. I hate when they put archers on top of buildings with no stairs, because that makes my life. Alright. We have finally killed all the attendants for him to summon more. Alright, we need heals.
You can't run. Shiver. There is no escape. Judgment.
I will look at all of that text in just a moment.
Rest and rebuild.
Didn't so well did it.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Hey,
Illusion shattered. You can't run. Yeah. 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 Lights out.
Damn it. It's alright, it's alright. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
You can't run.
Yeah, I will literally look at chat when I'm not doing all of this. There's one up there.
Shiver. Judgment.
Come on.
Shine down.
Oh yeah, this is slow.
Torn to oblivion.
Alright, we got him. There we go. Yeah, that took a hot minute. Jesus. Alright, now I'll read all this text. I will say that the weapons level 9 is an extreme amount of books and more for not very tangible increase in stats or damage. Like almost what it costs in 1 to 80 or 2/3 like that. Oh, yeah, that is pretty dumb. Okay. Oh. That was spicy. It was spicy there for a second. I do really hate the towers with no ladders. I mean, at least they gave me a wind current. Also, there's shinies over here. We should always pick up at least the greens. It's gonna end up costing me 1,000,000 more just to turn all of my low-level ingredients into higher-level ingredients. Oh wow, this looks crazy. Okay. How did I miss that? Oh, it's that thing. Alright, so we're gonna back up a little bit. Because we need to change out Zhangling for Noelle. This probably would have gone easier, actually, if I had swapped in Noelle a while ago. But I was using Zhangling to body Cryovines last night, so... Noelle. My brain was just like, who are we looking for? Alright. Alright, we're going straight for the top.
I'll catch up.
We're just gonna cut around him and get over here because we want him off of this.
Someone needs as a good night should.
Let's just do this because we don't care about his health. I mean, he's gonna put the armor back on at some point or another.
Illusion shattered.
We're just trying to avoid him, really? Because we need to kill his friends? Alright, so, I think, yes, we have finally killed his friends.
Shine down. Punishment.
Rest and rebuild.
Yeah, because,
Inazuma shines eternal.
oh, he's summoned new attendants. We gotta get those down, because they're gonna heal him up.
Lights out.
Billowing surge.
another shaman?
You can't run.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
Get that shield off.
Illusion shattered.
Yeah. Allow me.
You can't run. Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
Got him. Challenge complete. Wait, was that all of them? Wait. Did we just do all of them and we didn't even realize that we were doing all of them? Because we were just doing them and now they're all done? Is that what just happened? Yes. That is what just happened. Gonna have, yeah. Okay. Well, that's done. And we got the fish oil for our, fish sword. Yeah, a little bit funny. Literally just, there it is. Alright, so we're actually going to move away from the area where all of the chests and suchly live. Because this is where all that stuff is. But we're going to go do Cloud Retainer's quest first. Actually, probably I'm going to end up going through the Temple of the Lion and doing all of these stuffs. Investigate secret hideout. Okay. But we're not going to do that today. I mean, the event's probably going to take all of our day today. Alright. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's go see Cloud Retainer. So that we can run back and forth between the buttons relentlessly. Because that is what this quest is. I'm interested about Dagger Spine tomorrow. Or Dragon Spire? Dragon Spine. Interested about the mountain tomorrow, day after. Because there's only one recipe that I've gotten. The only recipe I've gotten for there really is the goulash. So I don't know. Hi, Cloud Retainer. What's up? Does this device make desserts? Oh, one just finished ruminating on the making of this next dish, a pudding, so it is named. Much consultation one have with the most recent popular recipes before deciding on this dish. It is said to be soft and tasty, a fine dessert indeed. Changes and improvements too has one made to it, along with the addition of rice. Naturally, one's entitlement is to name this new dish rice pudding. Shall its name be? I love rice pudding. I love rice pudding. Sounds really filling. The quality of the rice is the key to this dish. Upon one's activation of the Supreme Cuisine machine, order it one did to search for high quality rice. The resulting search led one here. Well now, travelers, since you are presently here, we will help one collect some rice of fine stock. ChemProf 101, thank you for the resubs. Oxy loves your resubs. We love your resubs. Mwah. 5 months, right? 5 months already. It's crazy. With these monsters and everything else. And it's the best month too, because it's spooky month. Yes, we'll find your rice. Although, can't you fly? The device needs tending, and one cannot be in 2 places at once. Once I'm out of this cutscene, I will do your treat. I'll open a new box of treats, okay? We'll do a, it's okay, Otter's asleep. You can't see his monster face, because he's sleeping. No, he's gonna wake up! Go get rice. Alright, yes. Supreme Cuisine Machine. Follow the tracks, find the rice. Yeah, I'll get there. Alright. Okay, Rosaria, you gotta hang on. Alright, we need the thing. We're gonna go to this thing. Oh, this one's the brand new box. I already opened it, but it's the brand new box. Everybody likes these. Socks is already down, sniffing. We're gonna move that thing. We're gonna do this so that there's no issues with cats coming. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hi, 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 hi. That's my hand. It doesn't even have a treat in it yet. Really? Only get 2? Are y'all sick? Treat. Yeah, okay, well, you're here, so you can have one, Socks. All right, all right, all right. Okay, okay. You can't have the box. Can't have the box. Socks, Socks. I can't hand you the treat if I can't put it down. Hi, Hermes. I hear you. Hermes? Hermes? He's just yelling in the distance. Oh, there you are. Hermes, come here. Oh, geez. Don't shake the treat box while it's open. Here, here, yeah, treats. Look, hi. Socks, come here. Come on. Up, 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 up. There you go. I gotta give treats. Everybody's gotta have their own place where they get their treats. Because as soon as you cross over, people don't get treats here, Mana. There you go. There you go. Come on, Mana. Come on. Come on. Come on, Mana. Here, treats. Yeah, hi, Socks. Don't look at the floor. Don't look at the floor. You'll steal Mana's treats. Don't look at the floor. Hi, 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 hi. Stay distracted, please. Thank you. Hi. Here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. Sophie! I don't, he's resisting me, but I'll throw a treat at him. See if he goes to get it. He doesn't. Okay, okay. That's crumbs, Otter. Here, have a treat. Alright, alright, alright. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. Here you go. Yeah, no, stay. Soxy, Soxy. Come on, up here. Socks, up, up. Up, up. Come on. Socks, I'm not going to put a treat down for Mana until you're up here. Come here. You want your treat? Come on. Come on. She's like, I don't want to climb up there. Oh, oh, there we go. I win. Oh, and Sophie did find his treat in the hallway. Soxy, that's Sophie's treat. You get less treats when you run away. All right, we're gonna give out the last 2 that are in my hand. No, Mana can have it. You've had too many, Hermes. You're fat. We're gonna wipe the treat dust off. We had our cats. Cats. We've had some cats. Most cats. We just have to move. We have to move some cats so that I can actually put the treats away. We have had Nip, or not Nip, treat. Nip and treat cannot be. I will not accept Nip at the same time as treat because I do not want them to get overstimulated. And they handle those two activities differently. I should get a spooky cup. I need a spooky cup. Somebody make a note for me that I need a spooky cup because it's spooky time and I have spooky cups. I think. If I don't, then I should remedy that because spooky cups can be used all year long, just like spooky shirts can be worn all year. Hi. You know, Borderlands is an amazing game. And uh Otter, sir. Thank you. Okay. That was good. It was a nice treat. We had many cats show up. And now everybody is left, but that's because we are all looking for treats. So, um, what the hell are we doing? Right! We're working for Cloud Retainer. That's right. We're gonna find rice, because Cloud Retainer is like, find rice for me. And I'm like, aren't you a bird? And Cloud Retainer's like, go find rice. So... go follow the rice trails. Alright.
Zip.
Well, there's a balloon. Rescue the person surrounded by monsters.
Illusion shattered. Judgment. You can't run.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Thank you, you saved my life. I'm Brun, a merchant. Just my luck, I was originally transporting a batch of cargo, but I never expected to get attacked by monsters while I was on my way. You're not on your way, though. You're in the middle of nowhere right now, man. I just kept running. I didn't have time to worry about the goods or to tell which way I was going. Eventually, I ended up here. After I got here, I thought I had completely shaken him off. That's why I wanted to get out of the cart and check the goods. But they suddenly came out of nowhere. Thank goodness for your help. What kind of goods are you transporting? A batch of ingredients, rice and stuff like that. Looks like this is the rice the Adeptus wants us to find, but it doesn't look like there is much left. Could you sell me some rice? You want to buy rice? It's not that I don't want to sell it, it's just that I basically lost all the goods in my cart on the road when I was running away. Those monsters must have brought the goods as loot back to their camp. What a headache. How can I get those goods back? If I can't get them back, I will lose a lot of money. Traveler, I see you're very skilled. Can you help me get those goods back? If you're willing to help me, I will give you as much rice as you want. Leave it to me. Thank you, I'm counting on you then. Bring my transport balloon along and place the goods on it. I'll leave it to you, Traveler. I'll be waiting for you here after you get the goods. Please bring them back to me. Oh no, this seems terrible. Seize the ingredients and ensure the safety of the transport balloon. This seems fucking awful. Oh no. Yeah, this seems terrible. I'm not a fan of any of it. And it seems awful.
Judgment. There is no escape.
Like, I appreciate that you're wanting to do stuff, little slime, but I have bigger problems. Namely, some hilly churls and their flippin' just whatevers. I haven't even seen any ingredients. Are we sure there's ingredients? That's a hilly churl balloon.
Punishment. Now you shall perish.
My balloon, it's escaping me. I don't even know where my balloon is. Oh, it's back there?
Shine down.
Am I supposed to be killing this balloon? I don't even know if I'm supposed to be killing this balloon.
Judgment.
Feels like I should be killing this balloon. Oh, well, it's flying, so now I can't. Okay, bye. Oh, maybe I was supposed to... That's the balloon that has the ingredients. I think that's the balloon that has the ingredients. I think I just fucked this up.
You can't run. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Defeat the incoming monsters! Alright.
Rest and rebuild.
Oh, is he stuck? Oh, he was for a minute. Awesome.
Judgment. Shiver.
Drop a ice thing on your head. Check the cargo. Investigate. Is the goods we're looking for. It's a lot of stuff. We've got that transport balloon. Let's move the cargo back. Okay. That wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be a half the same time thing. Big yikes. You wanted rice. Rice is better quality. There you go. I should go. Okay, bye. Sure. High quality rice. Da-da-da. Hi, Mana. Hi. Mana. Mana, 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 mana. Hi. And now it's the buttons. More likely than not. A harder version of the buttons. Requisite rice. Hi, Mana. Hi. Give. Yay. We're going to activate the machine, and I'm in control of the heat control. We know how to do this. We are fully prepared. We're going to fuck it up, but we're fully prepared. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Zoom back. Zoom back. Are you kidding me?
You can't run.
Get out. Oh my god. Ooh, that was correct. That was close. Don't like that. Fragrant rice pudding. Is the rice pudding complete? Submit. Give. A lovely flavor indeed. No less would one expect of oneself, or one's own supreme cuisine machine. How can this machine seemingly do everything? Cutting one's hands are, and no less should be expected of one's handcrafted masterwork. Hardly a cause for alarm, one would say. You don't have hands. Your hand in this matter was mighty also, traveler. Come, prepared. One has your recipe, as promised. What then shall one cook next? Quest done. Rice pudding recipe get. Slimes. Slimes.
You can't run.
I like how it was jumping to do its like water jump, and I froze it in midair, so it just kind of fell to the ground. That's fun. Okay, so that's done. Now I know that the quest monkeylises and chests and stuff are all through this stretch. So let's go up here. When we go up to the top, I might do a little bit of a run around and get my ball berries because I'm going to need them sooner rather than later. Although Rosaria, I don't think I need any more for Rosaria. If I do, I don't need that many. And then she'll be 80. And I won't probably break her again. Let's see. I am not sure. I just saw like like last time, I looked at the one for Liyue just to get an idea of the area. So, not sure exactly how they're stacked out in this area. Oh, yeah. They're like already starting. Okay, here we go. Alright. Remember, we are going to...
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
Okay, so I actually got blues out of that instead of greens. So world level being up might be nice. I think that what we'll do is the same thing as last time. We'll make a really thorough sweep, top and bottom. And then we will go back to Liyue and get the hint to get the last few, because that worked really well last time. Since I need more wood for building things anyway. Alright. We're not going to stay on this level, so... Okay. Expeditions are yelling for your attention. They are, actually. Yeah, I should go take care of that. Thank you for pointing that out, because I'm just gonna get irritated if I don't. Da, da, da. I mean, I was a little worried about Rosaria at first, but in general, I really dig her style, how she
Ad
handles.
Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Yep, okay. This is also how I get my daily for my battle pass for mining. Alright. We are going to just do pretty much the same thing we did. I mean, getting two batches of... Oh, no. Getting two batches of ore whenever we send out is, you know, very helpful. Keeps us in ore when we want to do more crafting. I should have done the, I guess I could still. I need to do the, Hi. Hi. Hi, son. Hi. 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 It's okay. We're doing things with the mouse. Yeah, let's go ahead and do 2 ore. Actually, I think that'd be fine. And we'll do the one that's just meat. We should be doing that one every time anyway. Hi, otter. There you go. Yeah, I didn't get lead shirts on me. Okay. Poke. 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 Hi, son. Do you want to sit with Mom? I will let you sit with me, my spooky Halloween baby, on my Halloween blanket. I will let you sit with me if you want. He's like, I don't know. Maybe. You need to make up your mind, though, what you want to do. Because Mom's trying to play her game. Hi. Yes. You're adorable. He says, I can't let you just play, Mom. I let you play every day. Not just today. Today I choose violence. No, you don't. Go up into your bed. Thank you. Alright, cool. Expeditions. Good, that's done. So let's go back to hunting, right? Yeah, I think up the size of the canyon, try hard to equalize between the two sides to make sure that we don't miss a bunch of shit. Obviously, it actually starts down here, so F me, I guess.
There is no escape.
Yeah, because there's another on the beach over there, so all that stuff I just said, never mind. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Thank you. Jeez.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
I am digging how many 3 stars I'm getting right now. Because they 3-star materials are obviously better than 2-star materials. So, let's see. Anything over there? Doesn't look like it. It looks like... I don't think I see anything down the beach. Go ahead and... There you go, baby. I know, Otter. He's like, Mom, I'm just tired. I'm so tired. Life is hard. Is it hard, buddy? Is it hard to be an otter? Your eyes are already rolling back in your head. Thanks for putting your hair in the air so that I'm wiping my nose every time I look at the camera. Sorry. Okay. We're keeping an eye out. We know now we have to check up there. Gross. Just kind of hunting every nook and cranny. I am so sorry I keep touching my face and touching my nose, but this cat hair is murdering me right now. Alright, we checked this side. This side was good. We're checking this side. That's where we're going. Yeah, no cat life. Oof. Okay, we're just gonna have to stop it. Oh. Lord. Okay. Got one popped up. It's further up the rocks, I think. Could be in the tree. No, it's up there on the waterfall. So we're not on that one yet. So we keep going. Looking for boxes, checking for boxes, scanning the other side, looking for boxes. Well, that's a different box.
That felt pretty good.
The fact that we're getting those kind of rewards from those boxes when the other boxes are like blues, it lends power to my boxes are set upon creation theories. I'm wondering how much of it is down, because I'm not seeing any. Oh, you're sneaky.
I suppose it wasn't too much trouble.
Oh, hiding them in the bushes. That's sneaky. Alright. I think this is a bigger area, actually. Seeing one over there. I think this is a bigger area than the area for Liyue as well. I mean, it would make sense, right? If the event is getting progressively harder over a number of days, it would make sense that the areas would increase and other such things that would make it progressively harder. So, I'm fine with that. I hate that it's probably the area is bigger, but the numbers are not. That is usually quite annoying, but you know, whatever. Well, at least I got one of them before I fell out of the tree. I also saw a regular box.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
This is helping my exploration of this area, I tell you what. I mean, that's what happened in the other area, too. Like, I didn't go out of my way to kill everything, but, like, we cleared that area. And part of the reason that that happened was because we were being so thorough in looking for boxes and such.
Allow me.
Da 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 da. I need to kill the water cube like 4 times. But that's effective.
Visions are vital.
Visions are vital. I like her. Oh. Speaking of. If we get this, we'll get that spear. I mean, there's other things we can get to get more points, but yeah. Alright. Making sure we're sweeping down through here. I'm trying to be methodical about it. And do, like, levels. Do one side of the road. And then do the other side of the road. Just so I can tell where I've been. The tree here? No. It says I'm right on top of it. It must be above me. And I just can't see it. That's fine. I always forget, like, how many little things there are in this area.
Shine down. You can't run.
Thank you.
That felt pretty good.
And I can get a lot of I can use the sunsettas for certain things. And I can get a bunch of mushrooms and lumber for building cool stuff. So this is a really good little way to handle this for me in a lot of ways. I also ended up... No, I'm still not across the road. That works. Cool. I was like, I also ended up crossing the road. Damn. But I did not. Da, da, da. Oh, hey. What's up? Hey, how you doing? Hi, how are you?
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
Yeah, they go flying. I can't even pick them up. Tree? A big tree? Maybe. I mean, this is a big tree. Interesting. Oh. Yeah, we don't want to go up that way. Let's see. Alright. Reach down to the water.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
So many ruthless murders of small creatures. That's probably okay. That'll be my, I mean, that's my dividing line, kind of. We'll sweep down that way too. And then we'll just move to the other side of the road. Da, 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 da. This is a really good way to get books. This is really going to help us for our book problems, because we're getting a purple book out of every box, pretty much. It's really going to help us with our book problems.
But a momentary distraction.
I wonder how far down it goes. That might be the line. Because this is a new area. I use apples in my cooking. Hello? How dare? It was rude and I didn't appreciate it. This is a very suspicious behavior out of that slime. Alright. Let's see. The event tab, go to collect. Oh, it gives you a temporary zone circle on the map. That's what we're looking for here. Seeker. Oh, claim rewards. Go to collect. Excellent. So that actually, it is further down. And it sweeps all the way up that way. Oh, this area is really big. Alright. So we want to go down. Yeah, we're almost. We want to go down to like here. So even though there may not be anything, we cut across here. That'll give us a better idea. We see mushrooms and stuff like that. Anything that glows, we gotta make sure we pick it up. Especially if it's around the statue and it's when it's asters. So, alright. So this is the line. We did get the one that was over here. So I think we're good. That top part over there we'll save. Because we're gonna do this other side of the street on the bottom is what we're doing right now. All the way back through all this. Efficiency wise. Up that way. Down that way. Up this way. Across that way. Okay. So. I'll follow the road. There are certain ways that would be more efficient than the way that I'm doing, but for my brain, this is a really good way for me to do it, to keep track of what I'm doing. Oh, you noticed me. Alright.
You can't run!
Rest and rebuild!
Okay, bye. So I think I have to sweep across too because I was on the outside and I didn't come through on the inside, and there's at least one box that I didn't get. We just saw it. Just trying to be better about gathering because I've been ignoring small things, and while I do not listen to everything that I read on Reddit, the one thing they were very emphatic about was even the small things, when you see them, you gather them.
You can't run! There is no escape!
Yeah. There was a box. Box here. Oh, this is a different box. I will say that the event monsters in this area, or whatever, are weaker than my current
felt
world level
pretty good.
hilly churls that I've run into in other places. Those are in their 60s, and these are in their mid 50s, low 50s. Alright. Yeah, because we went along the back there, so we didn't check on the interior here. So actually, that would, yeah, it's a better route too. And I do not profess to be the best at not missing anything. I'm good at hidden object games, but not at, I mean, I miss things sometimes, so it's fine.
I suppose it wasn't too much trouble.
At some point soon, we'll check our primo gems, because we have already been racking them up. Let me just do that real quick. Yeah. We've already gotten over 200. Asters. They always grow around the statues of 7. This is what I've learned. I didn't even need a guide to tell me that. Like, I saw it myself. That if I want asters, statue of the 7 is the place to go. Alright, get out of the water before I drown myself. Okay. Alrighty, and then once we're doing this way. Okay. Check through there. Okay, that's fine. This. And that's fine too. Okay. And then this is the more straight shot. Right. So what we'll do now is we'll go up here this way. We've already been live for an hour and a half? What happened? I don't even know what happened. What? Alright. time just ceases to exist. So confusing. There we go. Got a shiny bit and bob there in the tree. We want some box here.
That felt pretty good.
You ignore this dice. Non-Shogun related fun. I know, right? Well, and it's not even that. Like, I'm not thinking about, oh, I need to do A, B, C, D to get my books. I need to whatever. I'm just exploring, which is nice. And being rewarded for it out the ass. So, like, I'm a big fan of how much I'm being rewarded from my exploration right now.
Lights out.
Yeah, I decided that you don't need to be alive, thanks. So, I decided to drop an ice spear on your head. Okay, I win.
That
Cool.
felt pretty good.
Whoop. Got a little turn around there. Plenty of resource stuff to gather while we're running around in here. Okay, that's up. So, we again will be doing up at a later time. Or is something we need to gather, but it takes longer because we have to switch characters, so we're gonna not do that.
I suppose it wasn't too much trouble.
Oh.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss ones. I only hope that we don't end up needing more than the woman can tell us about. I will say last time though, wasn't all we had gotten all of the floating things, so all we had to worry about was boxes. So if we can put ourselves in that kind of situation again. I have one complaint about Jean that I really can't continue to ignore, okay? He loves her quote as much as the other characters, but her quote things are going a little too easy today. Oh yeah? I mean, at least she's confident. At least she's confident. She's trying to get me murdered with karma. I mean, maybe. I think my favorite is when, because I have a tendency to say it out loud. I've done it at least once this stream. I always do it when I'm playing by myself. When I pop her ult and she says that Inazuma shines eternal, I always say it with her, like always. Big open area. Just kind of trying to look at everything below a certain level. Okay, there's one over there. Alright. It's like a slime. Is it really just one slime?
shattered.
It is just one slime. Oh, it's a regular box. Okay. Maybe I should take a break. I have been running for a hot minute. Box.
You can't run. Judgment.
There we go. Open.
That felt, pretty good.
Okay, box for me. And then this is the path. Or no, this is a different spot. Okay. Just check our boxes. Then stuff through here. Here's one right there. Okay. Grab that one.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
Been getting a lot of blues too, so it might just be event related. Makes me hopeful for purple. Purple's maybe on the mountain in a few days. I'm actually getting, and I think that it's because of my world level, I am getting purples regularly right now. At least one or two every once in a while. Like, I'm getting more greens or more blues than purples, but I'm also getting more blues than greens. So I am completely fine with that. Honestly. Alright. Healing Trail Camp. Boxes. Boxes and other things. Let's go get them. Hey! How we doing, everybody?
You can't run.
Okay, bye! Only purple I've got so far are Hero Writs. Yeah, no, I've actually been getting purple artifacts as well. So like I am excited for A, the ramp up the next time, and B, just the sheer amount of materials. Because I mean I need them.
That felt, pretty good.
And this is helping me get exploration in this area too, which I really appreciate. Alright. And then that thing is on top, so we will go here and do this. Climb up. We're gonna be doing that anyway, so okay. I think we'll stay on the bottom and then we'll climb up over by the woods where it starts and work across that way. Carrot. 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 Alright, so this is the actual road. Yes, we've returned to the actual road. So we can follow the road down over here, climb up, and work across that way. Because we know that the line is actually, like, here. This is, like, where the line is. Do the low levels, and then we'll do the high levels. It's probably going to take me the whole stream to actually find everything. I might not even finish it on stream. Might be after. I don't know though. I might be able to finish it on stream. Really just depends on how well we're doing and how much we don't find when we,
I
whatever.
suppose it wasn't too much trouble.
My event says I have a reward, so we've probably hit 50%. We have indeed hit 50%. We're at 57%. Oh, and I got the second part of the event quest, which we're not doing yet because we're busy. But I did get that. I will make sure and trigger that cutscene before stream ends. If I have not finished this by then. Okay, so we were up here. Yeah, we did all of this. So we're gonna climb. We're gonna climb the wall. Yep, climbing the wall. Wish there was like an auto climb button I can just press. So I could just hit the button and climb. We'll see if I make it. Never mind. I made it. I was a little worried there for a second. Alright.
I suppose it wasn't too much trouble.
Maybe it's because it's a bigger area? But my hair is trying to kill me. It feels like the some of them are more obvious. Like they're just out in the open. But I don't know. Go past that. Oh, okay. There's a viewpoint over there too. We gotta.
Shine down. There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
La la la. Da, 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 da. I don't know where that came from, really, but okay. Feels the same to me, but it's far less vertical. Yeah, viewpoint. We actually didn't have this one. Oh, that was nice. Glad we found that. Cool. Alright. If I remember, or I can just double check, right? We can just double check instead of, if I remember correctly, the lines are in this spot, but the bed, and no. Yeah, we are on the edge of where it is. So, we'll sweep this way. Random event. Wait a minute. Where is that? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Alright. 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 Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run all the way over here. Pick a flat spot and climb up. It feels a lot less, glidey. I'm gliding all over the place trying to grab, the mist munculi. Do 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 do. To get a monkey line, we need to keep an eye out. There's only a few animo ones left. I don't know which ones I'm missing. We gotta keep an eye out for them. Destroy the training equipment. Oh, it's this one. Alright. Event complete. Hilly Charles is still alive. But we already destroyed the equipment, so we can just leave. Alright. Oh, that's a different one. Well, I fell, but I didn't get smushed, so we'll take it. Alright, we know for a fact it's right there. And we almost did the same damn thing again. But we didn't. That's what matters. Oh, I almost didn't get it, and I would have been mad. I almost missed, and that would have pissed me off a little bit. But I did not miss, so that's all that matters. Alright. We're too far over. I think the things that we're going to find up here are going to be closer to the edges. So. Apples. Good stuff. We need apples, so. Alright.
Hold the line.
There is no escape. Judgment.
That's a regular box, actually. Yeah, you can tell the hilly churls for the event are different because these are level 60 hilly churls. And the ones that for the event are lower level than them.
That felt pretty good.
Because these are boxes I was supposed to get a long time ago. Oh, another viewpoint. Cool. The Marsh of Celestial Gardens. I wonder how many we're missing. Travel logs. Living beings. Completed quests will be here. Oh. Cool. Geography. Ah, here we are. So yeah, I have one in Windrise, one at Thousand Winds Temple, and one in Storm Terror's Lair. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 missing in Liyue. And then in Inazuma is just, yeah, no, there's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, it's less than Liyue, which is kind of funny. Okay. Distraction. Done. Right.
Everything is negotiable, except overtime.
That is true. Okay, so we have one. We're right here. So, grab that. And then we need to go up. So we will climb up. there are ones that we have to drop off that are close to where we are. We will drop off, swoop in to the wall, and then climb back up so that we don't fall all the way down. Because that will be a lot shorter of a climb. Okay. Let's see. I don't know why there's a sunset on top of this pillar, but I'm gonna take it. So, doesn't matter why it's there. Okay. There we go. Alright. Do a double check and make sure we're not leaving too much open space. I blame monkeys. Right? I haven't seen any in this game, really. Squirrels, maybe? Squirrel dragging a big old sunset up there and putting it on top of the pillar? I don't know. Oh, wrong one. Seeker! Ooh, we're almost at 75. Yeah, actually, we need to go in this way. We missed a bunch, like all of this. So, we'll get that, and then we gotta go along there still. But, yeah, we'll get all of this.
Don't we have a job to do?
We do have a job to do. Immediately find a box.
That felt pretty good.
Da 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 da. A bunch of hilly churls.
Judgment. Shine down.
Okay, and then we go this way. Probably didn't have to kill all those hilly churls, but whatever. Let's see. I do wish it would stay up on your mini map. I'm gonna grab this. Like, I get that it's supposed to be a hint, but like, it just feels. What's the term I'm looking for? It feels contrary for the sake of being contrary. Like, if you don't want me to remember the map, like, don't put it in. It feels contrary to make it appear in only that place that is not instantly accessible, but it is accessible. It just takes a hot minute to actually, like, access that. I have no idea if that made sense. That was definitely a disjointed ramble on my part. Let's see. That's a big old dendro slime. 75. Collect rewards. Okay, I'm slightly out of it now. Yeah, right? Set of words formed into the silhouette of a sentence. I mean, that basically was what I was going for. One of those moments where I'm just talking. And whatever's coming out of my mouth. It's fine. Alright. We did sweep this area a little bit better than I thought we did, so that's fine, because we were wandering all over the damn map. So, we'll go climb back up here. What? Camera trying to get me killed. We will go up this way. Keeping an eye out for boxes, because that's what we were doing. Keeping an eye out for... Yep. Those are the best of times. Unfiltered Mizzy is amazing. I mean, yeah, I get very rambly. I'm cool with it. I mean, obviously the people who are here are cool with it, because if you weren't cool with it, you would just leave. I mean, that's kind of my opinion on the whole thing. Don't think we need... There might be a box up here, maybe? Question mark? But we're gonna go down here because we can grab some lamp grass, which we're gonna need for big boy DeLuke. And we can go over here and grab this that we saw earlier. Cool. And then jump up this way. Go over here.
Hold the line.
Be a garbage monster. And
Covenant of the deep.
do this because you know what, I'm tired of you. And then we're gonna actually just body all of it with Kokomi. Okay, sure. Well, they died, so that's fine. It's fine. I'm sure that was fine. I like how everybody else's ults are charged up now because of her ult and whatever. Her crit damage is terrible. Her crit stuff is awful. But I feel like if you're using her crit for the most part, you're doing it wrong. I feel like you're supposed to actually just murder with other people and use her to make everybody else not dead. That's what it feels like to me. I mean, I don't know. It also feels like there's way too many hilly churls up here.
Rebuild.
There's so many hilly churls right now.
Judgment.
Glad I killed all these things. But I mean, they come back, so. He didn't even notice his friends got murdered over there. Feels, slightly rude. Really? Gotta pay attention to what your buds are doing. There's a big guy. We're basically, this area that we're on is the last, I think, of the up area that has stuff on it, on this side. I mean, it makes sense too, because our percentage is pretty high. We're up to 27, bleh. We're up to 76%-ish. Give me those Masatake. Give me that. I guess we'll kill this guy because we're here.
Absurd.
So drop that on you, and then do this. I like that when I'm fighting big things, I don't feel like I have to blow all of my ultimates just to kill it, though. So it's good. Yeah, no, it's a terrible friend. It's not the way. That's not the way friends behave. All right, so we're gonna take one more peep at the map, and then we're gonna go to the other side because that's where we are. We are on the other side. That there are ledges along there, so we're gonna go that we have to kind of. Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of work on this a little bit. What is that? I'm gonna teleport wherever I go, so that's why I'm like, what is that? Is it a sunsetta? Probably. Oh no, it's a mushroom. Cool. Yep, I'll take that. I need those for the mushroom veggie pizza, which is a great dish. Of course, now I have the hash browns. And the hash browns are really good. Let's see. This was all the same level. And oh, look. This game makes me hungry. I get hungry playing this game. Totally. 100%. 100% I get hungry playing this game. 78. Pretty good. Alright, so we gotta go up and then whatever. So I'm gonna actually teleport to here and then I'll sweep this way And I gotta gather all my vol berries anyway, so that works for me. And that's what matters, really. I don't know why I didn't just do that, because I keep thinking I have to go to a teleport point to teleport. And I start to move that way, and then I go, what the hell am I doing? And then I teleport with the map. Okay, so yeah, there's that camp. It's not a bad camp, it's just annoying. I mean, it's fine, we have to go that way. So we will go that way.
Illusion shattered.
Yeah, let's do it that way and not put out the water this time since there's already water. What? No freezies for me, please. Thank you very much. Not for me today, sir. Well, I mean, there are other games that I play that you have to go to a teleport point to teleport. There aren't that many now. A lot of them don't do that anymore, but it was a very common thing in games for a long time. So now I'm like, oh, that's the thing I have to do, and then I go, oh, no, it's not.
What a nuisance.
Yeah, but we're alive, so it's whatever. So it looks like the last phase opens in 3 days, so it means by Monday night or Tuesday night, likely Monday night. Yeah, it's probably Monday night. That's fine. Well, I mean, if it's Monday night, then we can do it as soon as it comes up as soon as we stream on Tuesday. We can do it then. Yeah, just in time for stream. Oh yeah, I should say, while I'm murdering things relentlessly, while I'm murdering things relentlessly off the cliff, off you go. Thank you. I just want to say, as a note, other than the super crazy birthday stream, we are also doing the 13 days of Halloween, which is the last 13 days of October. I will stream every day, including Halloween. We have a Halloween cat toy advent calendar to open on those days. It's going to be amazing. We'll stream every day. So we're going to have different games. I might do spooky games and stuff like that. Yeah, we're doing that. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to stream every single day the last 13 days of October. So crazy, mad, funs, super funs. Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. I'm excited. I'm very excited for it. I'm gonna get some Halloween decorations so that I can just all the things. Oh, please don't walk off the edge. Enough gems from these boxes to do a draw. Ooh. Let me know if you get anything good.
That felt pretty good.
Oh, there's a box behind here. Hey, Noelle, break this. Thank you. Garbage box. All it is exploration percentage. Careth not. No 5-star. Unfortunate. How are we doing on a draw? Close. We're getting close. Cool. There's a thing. There's a thing off the edge of the cliff over here. Or just below us over here. Or above. Okay, I don't see it above. I was down there and I didn't see it down there. Let's climb up and see if we can get a better viewpoint. I will have some water while that is happening. 'Cause water. Bam, bam, bam. Hi, Otter. Oh, you're so gross. Aha! Oh, you got the bell? Yay, 4-star weapon? Yay! My apologies. Oh, and I found that thing. It was up here. I didn't think I had anything this far. I mean, no, yeah, it's supposed to be. Wait. I'm having too many conflicting thoughts all at the same time. Oh, that's right. I was going this way because I gotta get ball berries. I was like, what the hell is happening? This way. Ball berries. This is technically a better claymore for Beto since the game wants me to use her since it scales off HP. Technically, but I mean, fish. I mean, giant fish. But the fish. What about the fish? There must be fish. We have to climb this big ass wall. Why are we in a well? Okay. Yeah, giant fish. Which, if you are doing your completion of this event, you get the oil to make giant fish even better. I have giant fish. It's on my fire wielder. Because of course it is. Alright. Man, I would love to be able to do a draw today. That'd be really cool. So, we'll keep going this way for a hot second, just because I want to grab these other two. Yeah, y'all. No, I'm not interested, y'all. I'm trying to pick these berries. Leave me alone. Dun, 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 dun. Stop. Oh yeah, the store did restock with Fates. I can do a draw. We'll do that in a second. I gotta kill these dudes first. They're resetting. But we're gonna murder them with ruthless efficiency anyway. I might do a normal banner draw as well. We'll see, I might be able to do some bunch of draws and, you know, get another D-Luke off the normal banner. Alright. Something fell down and is still alive, but we don't necessarily care. It's not why we're here. Change the two characters as well. Oh. Oh, Razor! Nice. I don't know. I probably will get enough over the course of the month. I can pick up Razor. That's cool. And Amber, that's actually really good because it's really hard to get the constellations for your base characters. Yes. So we'll go ahead and do that. I mean, we have plenty of that, so we'll just do that for the month because I don't see the point. And then all of my materials restock too, and I'm going to be picking up materials. Okay. So let's go see what we've got actually. We're definitely going to be able to do a draw here, and we're only 2 off of being able to do a draw here as well. So alright, let's do an event draw. Let's see what happens. Rah, system boss. 3, 2, 1, and go. Four-star. Okay. Yes, another Rosaria constellation. She becomes even more of a monster. Let's go. I don't even care. I don't care that all we got was Rosaria because we got another Rosaria constellation, which is amazing. And then yeah, we have 2 more of these to get, and we can do another standard draw, so that's pretty dope. I mean, if we wanted to spend our Prima Gems on it, we can do it. But I don't feel like it's worth it spending Primos on a standard draw. I don't feel like that's worth it. With how often the game gives you standard draws. I don't feel like it's worth. So yeah, let's make Rosaria even stronger because why not? C4, Ravaging Confessions, crit hits, regenerate 5 energy for Rosaria. It can only be triggered once each time Ravaging Confession is cast. Hey, I get more energy back. Let's go. Yeah. She gets 3 more levels in Last Rites, aka Spear from the Death Sky. And then her last one, they lose physical resistance when she hits them with the giant ice spear. So if I get her full constellation during this banner, uh I'm gonna be very happy. I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there that I'm gonna be very happy. All right, so I was gonna get damn berries. Did I get the berries? Oh, I did get the berries. All right, so what are you doing? Oh, you're the dude that was alive still. Okay. I kind of don't want to knock him off the edge, because then he's going to do the same thing again. I can only knock him off the edge if he's really low on health, because that'll kill him, so. Cool. We gotta go along this way. So we gotta go this way anyway. Keeping an eye out for boxes. Boxes and other such MacGuffins. And I'm grabbing berries when I see them on the route. I don't think there's any up that way. I mean, there's berries, but there's no whatever. Oh, hello. Oh, there's a chest right there I can see. You know what?
I see how it is.
Shine down. You can't run.
Careth not about your shield. So, standard draw, went fire, 4-star fire, Bennett. Oh, cool. There's a box right here.
That felt pretty good.
And then we have this box here. Well, not every box is giving me a purple book, which is unfortunate. But yeah. Alright, so I think that that's the edge on that side. So let's head down this way. We don't have any fire, so I'm not gonna play with dendro slimes right now. I know, Otter. You're the worst. You're the best, but you're the worst. I think one of the things I'd like to do, and I will try to start doing actually,
This will slow things down.
I will try to start putting up a video of some cat doing some ridiculous thing every day. Because guess what? The cats are always doing ridiculous garbage. Every day. Every day. I froze myself. I don't know how that happened, but it did. And it happened that time too. I don't know how okay. Oh, I see you. I see him. So we wanna do this.
Illusion shattered. Ha, ha. You can't run.
There. I was like, why do I keep getting frozen by my own? That's because it wasn't frozen by my own. It was frozen from that person. I'm not really seeing any chests over in this way. I might be too far over. Oh. The special fishing pond is back. So, see how that fish pond's got that? That means there's an ornamental fish in it. So, we're gonna go over here. I am aware that we were doing something. Also aware that that fish pond has an ornamental fish in it. Okay. I think. Yes, that one is an ornamental fish. I think this one likes these. We have to be careful. We do not want to scare it off. Ornamental fish. I have to focus for this.
Steady now. It's the final stretch.
Gotcha.
Let's celebrate.
Ornamental fish. When you see the thing coming out of it like that, that means there's an ornamental fish in there. Alright. Now, we'll check our map. Ooh. Exploration progress going up pretty good. Da, 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 da. Yep, we're right on the edge. Alright, so we want to just kind of trend down this way, go past the teleport, and on down to the shore. Okay. Alright. Because I want to do the edge, and then I can go in from there so that I don't get confused. Da 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 da. Carrot, 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 carrot. Ooh, that startled me. I wasn't expecting that.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
That disturbed me a little. Uh. All the way down to the shore. Grab our ball berries as we go by. I'm so excited about getting another constellation for Rosaria. That's like ideal at this point for me. I mean, obviously, I'm also using
There is no escape.
I'm using other characters that are on the banner, but like my current mainliner is Ro. So like having another constellation of hers is just going to make her better. Alright. So we gotta go back this way and
You can't run.
come on. There we go.
Judgment.
Freezing, I like that better.
You can't run.
Rest and rebuild.
Yeah, we'll just do it that way. Okay. We want to go down. Make sure we grab our berries. They are very important to our continued success with Rosaria, so we will always grab our berries. I wonder if it's 1% per item. Like, if there are 100 items. 70 chests and 30 of these things. Trying to kind of avoid the Dendro slime, so because I would have to change my party to actually be able to kill it, and it's just not really on my list of things I'd like to do currently. Goodbye. Oh, you didn't die all the way. Yep, whatever. Oh, this is that camp we started at. So, that's a loop then. So what have we not... Oh, over here. Or the ledges going down from this high area. Still didn't die. Poor guy. I just keep knocking him off the... I just keep knocking him off the cliff. It's like, yeah, nope. Off the cliff with you. Da, 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 da. Yep, yep. I suppose I could, like, just look at this. This is 90. See if it changes when I pick something up. We already got this box, I guess. There's one right there, and then there's one right there. So, we're at 90. That should theoretically be 91, if I'm correct. 92! There's a box over here. I will check the thing again in a second. Okay, so there's a box. 95? I don't... Okay, so I have no idea. I have no idea how it works then.
I suppose it wasn't too much trouble.
That is actually... We are probably close enough that we can actually... Yeah, we're at 97. We can actually go to Liyue and have her mark it. I think we're close enough. I think we're only like 2 off. Or 1. So I think that we can go to Liyue and have her mark the last ones. Since we made the full sweep already. I think that we can... I think that I'm okay with that. Man, and I got an ornamental fish too. So lucky. Huge. I'm a huge fan of how... I'm glad I spotted the pool. Because that's really cool. And I don't know what you're gonna need ornamental fish for, but I stockpiled them just in case. Boop. About the Mondstadt stuff. 2. And they're right around the statue of the 7. There we go. I mean, I knew that it wasn't going to be very many. And the fact that they're right around the statue of the 7 means I just missed them while I was over here. And that's fine. Man, all sorts of stuff all sorts of things are about to happen.
I suppose it wasn't too much trouble.
And I would like to point out that we actually have time to do the quest. Unless it's 2 hours long again. But we actually have time to go do the quest because we've 100%ed the boxes.
That felt
Oh, there's
pretty
another box
good.
right here. Oh. Yeah, cool. All right. So I need to reference something real quick here. I don't know. Ooh. I don't know if I should take the claymore now because I have Diluc. But I don't know. Um, yep, I did skip 30. I don't know. I don't know if this claymore is good for Diluc, but I also have the fish sword for Diluc. So maybe I don't need that. Maybe I should take the pole arm or the sword. I don't. I should have. You'd think that I would have thought of this before now, but I didn't. Actually, let's take a quick break so that I can get some water and stuff, and I will figure out what I'm gonna do about this. So we'll be back 3 minutes. 3 minutes. You have to admit, it it is just a little bit funny. Um, welcome back. I have done my research slash been assaulted by Mana for like 3 minutes straight. Um, we're taking the polearm. The polearm is gonna make us better in Spiral Abyss, and overall, D-Luke already has the fish sword, even though the claymore is supposed to be really really good for Beto. Like, if we were using Beto more, then I would take the claymore, but because I have so many polearm users and I love them and I use them regularly, the polearm is the answer. So, and we also got 2 draw things because, yes. So that happened, and then we'll go over here and do that. That happened, and then we want to. All right, so I will have to look into whether or not the crescent pike is better than the gladiator buff. It probably is, but I will find. Yeah. So, oh my god, so many things to get it to 80. What else just happened? That being said, we have a lot of books. We have a lot of books. We have a lot of books. So, we're gonna use our books and our traveler. I'm not crazy happy about it, but again, we may as well. Um, we can get more books for other things that we're doing. We know that this is an issue, so we're just gonna take care of it. Mm, that hurt. That's fine. I'm sure we're fine. She's not gonna get to 60. Apparently C4 is where Beto really shines, so if I get one more, I can make her into a monster. Well, there you go, see? Always positives. I only need half a level, and then she can ascend again, and she can be like level 70. And right now she's level 60, so almost. Oh yeah, that's right. Our fish sword. Come here, Luke. There's your fish sword. We need to enhance it because it gets bonuses because it's during the event. Okay. Trying to make sure we don't give up our 5-star or our rank 5 things that we've made. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. I wanted to give it a little bit before I started using crystals on it, just because. Yeah. Alright. Fish. Yes. I need 5 of these. So, that's fine. Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Meh. What can you do? I probably have some green ones of these, but whatever. And then we can use our fish oil. Find a rank 3. Rank 4. There you go. I just like the fish. It summons fish. It's amazing. All right, so that's that. All right. Let's go to Liyue and trigger the quest since we have 100% in the exploration.
Hey, Xiangling, we're here! Traveler, Paimon, did you hear the news? They made it through the
Oh,
selections for Masterful Chefs!
she made it in.
Really? Woohoo! That's great!
I knew you could do it.
It was a total breeze. I wasn't even trying. But a true champion never rests on their laurels.
Actually,
I'm still
yeah,
gonna need your help to prepare for the competition.
absolutely.
I made a few new test dishes, and I was hoping everyone could try them and give some feedback. Traveler,
Right.
you want to be the first?
What a shame. We just ate.
Oh, yeah, we did. And anyway, we get to eat your food all the time, so we're biased. You should find some other people this
Smart.
time, just to play it safe.
Smart, Paimon, smart.
Good idea. Okay, let me think. Let's get Beto to try it first.
Is she back on the ship?
Beto! Yep, you can definitely trust her opinion. Let's go find her. Right now, she should be down at the docks.
At the
Let
docks,
me box up
okay.
this food real quick, then we can head on down.
Seems appropriate that we're going. Were we just talking? We were just talking about Beta. Oh, actually, the best thing about Jellyfish Princess is I can just be like,
Allow me.
this is actually really helping with my food problem. Jellyfish Princess. She is really assisting with my food problem.
I just like to make people smile.
Da -da 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 -da. If there is a way that you can get to that ship of hers from here, like a transport all this time, I'm gonna be mad.
Beto, ahoy! Hey, look, who's she with?
Yeah, who is that?
Hi, Beto. Hi, Xinyan. Are we interrupting anything?
Whoa.
Xiangling! Woman of the hour. We were just talking about you.
Oh, Beta was saying you and I should get ourselves on board sometime. Says the whole crew's been asking for us.
Her accent. I'm gonna attempt to keep a straight face. She's a rock musician. Yep, she is a rock musician. Blazing riff. She is fire.
Seems like you three go way back. Oh, we really do. Beto and Xinyan are two of my oldest customers, and I've helped out in the kitchen on board Beto's ship in the past. Recently, Xinyan's been planning to do a show on board, too.
I mean, Southern rock is a genre.
That's the plan. Good music's meant for sharing. You guys should check it out sometime.
Will do. But I came here today because I made it into the Masterful Chef's finals, and I was just trying out some new dishes to bring to the competition. Can you have a little taste and give me some feedback?
Sure, beats drinking on an empty stomach.
Oh, about time. I'm starving over here. Let's see what you got.
Oh no. They tried the dish.
Oh, man. This chicken foo young's tasting awesome.
Oh, this food is too good for me to be soaking up the alcohol with.
These three seem to have a great time with each other.
Those are the kind of friends you want in life.
Only thing is you've got 3 dishes here. Chicken foo young, come and get it, and crystal shrimp, and they all taste kind of refreshing.
Is refreshing really a flavor?
When you spend all your time at sea, you don't have a lot of choice when it comes to food. especially on the longer voyages where you've got to stretch out your rations as far as you can.
Mm-hmm.
First thing you want to do when you get back on dry land is dig into a nice hot meal that's swimming in oil and has a ton of flavor.
That's the exact opposite of Ningguang's tastes.
Oh, sure is. Beto's tastes are pretty similar to mine and Xiangling's.
Ugh, Ningguang. I am sick of hearing that name.
Ah.
Our tastes couldn't be more different. You'll never find us eating the same bowl of food.
Are they sisters?
But last time when you were chatting with her, Paimon thought you two seemed to get along just fine.
We're evenly matched. Guess that makes us equals. But I'm sorry, limp cabbage leaves are never gonna do it for me.
Oh, I hear ya. Steamed cabbage and broth might be upper class and look fancy and all, but man, is it boring! It's never gonna give you that flavor explosion you get with some of the other dishes out there.
Really depends on how it's made. Even a really simple dish can just be really flavorful and amazing.
So, Xinyan, are these dishes too mild for you too?
Well, not so much mild. I just think you maybe missed a beat somewhere.
Exactly. This is some fine cooking, no question about that. But if this is for a competition, it needs more oomph.
Beat? Oomph? Are we sure these terms apply to cooking?
Yes, they do.
Beat and oomph.
Beat, yeah. You know what a beat is? I only know music, though. I'm nowhere near your level when it comes to cooking, so don't mind me if it doesn't make much sense.
No, you're both completely right. Beat and oomph. That's what I need. I actually thought as much while I was cooking them. Even though this was a brand new combination, it still felt like I was missing that one thing that'll seal the deal. You know, really push it over the finish line.
Says the floating thingy that uses boom shakalaka to describe cooking. That's true.
Seems like she's found her muse. Does that mean music theory is compatible with cooking?
Every bit as compatible as we are.
Hey! Paimon didn't quite get the implication, but Paimon can tell when you're being a meanie. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. Great! So this went really well.
Don't hold back, just get out there and do your thing. You're a pro, Xiangling, and you've totally got this. Hands down, best chef in Liyue Harbor. Ain't that right, Beto?
Dun dun dun.
Well, I think so anyway. More than any other chef. And there ain't a whole lot of people I'd be willing to say that about.
Ta-da!
I'll do my best. Thanks, everyone.
All right, we'll leave you to it. I'm gonna take Xinyan on board for a while.
Xiangling, they both had pretty strong tastes. You sure that won't be a problem?
Yep.
Shouldn't we get a second opinion from someone with milder taste?
Yes.
That's a good point. Beto likes her greasy stir fries, and Xinyan can really handle her spice. Yeah, we should get another opinion. Now, who do we know whose tastes are on the mild side? Traveler? Any suggestions?
A certain person comes to mind again.
Who?
You know, almond tofu.
Oh, right! Makes sense! So, back to Wangshu Inn? Who? Who is it? Someone you just missed last time we were there.
Oh, we can do it right here.
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers! He said that we just need to speak his name, and poof! He'll show up.
That's why we haven't said it yet.
Will he definitely hear us saying his name, though? Maybe we should find somewhere quieter.
I mean, okay. Go to a more peaceful location. Over in this corner? Okay.
I'll just count them. Okay, let's take turns shouting his name.
Shouting his name.
Uh-huh. Do I need to do this too? Hyman's going first. Ahem. Nothing's happening. Let me try again. Shout!
Ooh, so high-pitched Paimon.
That's weird. Does he not want to hang out with us? Oh, wait. So, let me get this straight. some guy with special powers promised you both that you just need to shout his
I-
name and he'll show up?
I think I have to do it, not Paimon.
Well, not both actually, just one of us.
He promised it to me.
Oh, right. Well, you should be the one to try it then. Paimon clearly just doesn't want to feel left out.
No, you gonna get into the other floof, Mana? Ooh.
Okay then.
Zhao, you there?
You called?
Amazing.
Whoa!
He actually came!
You spoke my name, did you not?
I didn't think that would actually work.
When I make you a promise, I will honor it.
Blink of an eye and poof! He's there! That's how you know he's an Adeptus.
An Adeptus? Xiao, was it? Hi there. It was me who asked the traveler to call you here. My name's
Wow.
Xiangling. I'm a chef. I've made it into the finals of this year's Masterful Chefs, and I'm testing some dishes out in preparation. I'm trying to get feedback from customers with all different tastes.
Customers. And that includes me?
Uh-huh. The traveler says you prefer mild food. Just the kind of person I'm looking for. If you don't mind, I'd like you to try the dishes I've made and tell me your thoughts.
We value your opinion, Zhao.
Since it's you, I will do it.
You're welcome.
Yay!
Hi.
How is it? Are you sure you can eat it? Don't force yourself.
Paimon, shut up.
Tastes pretty good.
Huh? Really? I can't believe it. An Adeptus says he likes my cooking.
I don't know
If
what
my
you're
dad
doing,
was
Sokka.
here, he'd be crying tears of joy.
You excel in the culinary arts. I'm reminded of
I
another
mean, she
chef I
is.
know.
Hi. Yeah, we just keep
That
it.
chef cooks
stir-
dishes with soul, as do you. Both of you are masters of your craft.
Who do you think he means? Smiley Yensho?
It has to be Yang Zhao.
If I had to find fault with something, the two sides are a little strong for my taste. Some minor adjustments would take this dish from excellence to perfection.
See, I think that means that the dish is already perfect because he likes mild things. He thinks that the side dishes are a little strong. They like not mild things. They think that the dishes are really good, but they need more spice. So, yeah.
Just my own opinion. Do not fixate on it.
Hi.
Take it or leave it as you see fit.
It's in the middle. It is. It's in the middle, so it doesn't need to be changed because it would actually cover the most customers. Hi. Don't eat my hair, please. Hi. I know it. I know. Is it because it's sunny outside today and it's not raining?
All right, go easy on the sides. Okay, I got it. Thank you, Adeptus friend. It was really great to meet you.
I'll be leaving now.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
See you next time.
See ya.
Paimon still can't believe he actually came.
Of course he did.
So, what would happen if we called his name again now? Do you think he'd come back right away?
Paimon, we're not doing that.
Only kinda, maybe, not really joking.
Kuya.
Jeez.
Good news. After 2 rounds of taste testing, I've had an idea on what to do next.
Go kill slimes?
Great! Lucky we picked the right people to talk to.
Yep.
I'd better head back and try this out a few times while it's fresh in my mind. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Oh, and the final is in Yujing Terrace. You better come and watch.
Of course.
Will
Of
do.
course.
Good luck.
You'll do great.
You bet.
Sugar slime cereal, right? Frosted sugar slime flakes. Wait for the competition to start the next day. We are going to go to Liu Terrace. We're going to go to the terrace, and then we're going to make time move. Da na 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 na. All right. Tian Tian! Where were we going? Oh yes, we went the wrong way. That's fine. That's why we have sprint. I love how little girl she just wanted mom to pet her for a minute. And then she was like, okay, I'll go up to my spot. She's a good little missy. They are being very cute today. And they're hanging out with me today, which is nice. I've got 3 right now, actually. Got Otter in the floof, and we got Mana in her cup. And we got Soxy in the one of the upper tree parts. So, this is probably where the competition is. This looks like competition spot. So we'll just come here, and then we will hit this, and then we will do this. Confirm. Ta-da! Oh! Hello!
Welcome, everyone, to the Masterful Chef's Final. At the appointment of this organizing committee, I am your host and officiator, Yenfei.
Hey, Yenfei.
Hey, Yenfei's here too! This event is brought to you by the Liyue Qixing in collaboration with a number of participating enterprises. The competition is divided into the selections phase and the finals. We saw many contestants from all over Liyue in the selections process, and all of them were outstanding chefs in their own right. Of those, the 2 strongest participants were put through to today's finals.
I feel a conflict of interest here because I've helped both of these chefs in their culinary escapades.
In just a few short moments, the finals will take place right here before your very eyes. As the officiator, it is my honor and privilege to represent the organizing committee and indeed the people of Liyue in overseeing today's proceedings. Next, please allow me to introduce the judges. There will be a select panel and an audience panel. The 3 members of the select panel are...
Yeah, but one can summon fire and has a gooba. I mean, yes.
the Tianquan, Lady Ningguang, the Yuheng, Lady Keqing, and last but not least, gourmet connoisseur, Uncle Tian. In addition to these 3, 10 judges will be chosen from among the audience to sample our contestants' dishes and cast their vote.
Don't let me. I can't do it. I can't.
That makes a total of 13 judges with 13 votes between them. Each judge will vote for their preferred finalist, and the one who receives the most votes will be today's winner.
It's interesting to me that the actual celebrity judges, quote unquote, their votes matter as much as the audience votes. So even if they think the actual judges think someone should win, the audience can vote that the other person wins. Seems odd, but okay.
It's all so exciting! And now, please join me in welcoming our 2 contestants into the arena. Come on out! To my left, a competition favorite down from Dihua. Life's harsh when you live on a marsh, but this kitchen ace will put a smile on your face. Please welcome Smiley Yanxiao.
Hi everyone.
I am awkward.
Whoa! Yanxiao made it into the finals too! But what's up with him? He seems really nervous.
To be fair, it's a big event.
Yanxiao! Chin up, shoulders back! Everyone from the inn is super proud of you!
Huh? Oh.
And to my right, a stalwart of Liyue Harbor culinary scene, a little feisty with a whole lot of spicy. Give it up for Xiangling! And her mysterious assistant, who knows who?
Gooba!
Hi, my nose, it's Guoba!
Guoba!
Hey, everybody, I'll do my best. Contestants, please repeat after me.
Aww. The sad
As
face.
a finalist in Masterful Chefs, I solemnly swear to commit myself fully, compete fairly, and abide by all competition procedures. As a finalist in Masterful Chefs, I solemnly swear to commit myself fully, compete fairly,
Oh
and
no.
abide by all competition procedures.
I feel like this is gonna go.
As a finalist in Masterful Chefs, I solemnly swear to commit myself fully, compete fairly, and abide by all competition procedures.
And I, for my part, promise to uphold the principles of fairness, impartiality, and transparency in my officiation of the proceedings.
I mean, he usually cooks in the kitchen all by himself and whatever. This is probably really intimidating.
Now, I will hand things over to the select panel judge, Ningguang, for the announcement of today's theme.
Thank you all for being here today at the Masterful Chefs Finals. I am the Tianquan Ningguang. The organizers have chosen the theme for today's event, and that theme is of Earth and Waterborn.
Fish with vegetables.
Of Earth and Waterborn. Just like the Feast of Bounteous Land.
Yes.
It
Yes,
really
this is Iron
captures
Chef.
the spirit of this year's Moon Chase Festival.
I had a feeling that that was what this was anyway, because of the way that they were. Like, I thought it was you make it. I thought you make a dish, and then you make that dish. But they may have known the theme, right? Because, especially when you watch Iron Chef, like Chopped is where you don't know what's going on until you get there. With Iron Chef, when you're gonna do a competition, they tell you, what, like, well, they don't tell you. You have whatever, and then they have the mystery ingredient. So it's,
It's like surf and turf, but the deep and meaningful version.
that's accurate.
The rules are simple. The one who receives the most votes wins. Tailor your dishes to the judges' preferences, or win over the audience with your originality. The choice is yours.
So they're actually playing into the fact that they're audience judges. They are like, you can try to win us over, or you can try to win over the audience. And if you win over the audience, you're going to win.
Well then, I look forward to both of your contributions.
Contestants will have 1 hour of cooking time available and may only use ingredients provided by the organizers in their dishes. I trust this is no problem.
Ah, it is like Chopped.
Okay, without further ado, let the cooking commence. Begin.
Yay! Clap, clap, clap,
Time
clap, clap.
to pull out all the stops. Show everyone why you're the best.
Whoop, whoop. Go, Zhangling!
Traveler, Paimon. Thanks for coming to support me. Don't you worry. I'm gonna make this the best tasting dish I've ever cooked.
Might be a problem. Can't go get random stuff, right? She can't just go out and grab, like, a silk flower and fling it in there.
Light it up.
Oh!
Light it up. First things first.
Oh!
Get the stove on.
Oh, okay. My stove is where? I guess here? Yes. So, we need to...
Xiao thought the side should be milder,
Alright.
which makes sense to contrast with the main dish. And I guess that's what Xinyan meant. You gotta have on beats and
We'll
off
add a
beats.
little sugar.
But at the same time, you have to end on a high note. So I think I'll add a little sugar to the crystal shrimp just to bring the flavor up a notch.
Make delicious crystal shrimp. Okay. Crystal shrimp. Cook manually. There we go. Oh, I'll have to make sure he's set for that when I do that. Alright. Pick suitable
Triple-layered consommé
seasonings.
is pretty bland to begin with.
Salt.
I can't have two sides with the same texture.
Oh,
But
Goob is
luckily
helping
the
me.
organizers have provided some very aromatic broth. It's just a little too gentle. Okay,
I can
this
slow
is where
down.
Beta was right. A pinch of salt should do the trick.
He seems to be doing alright. I can slow down. Alright. Triple layered consomme. I haven't made that yet, I don't think. Yeah, I haven't made one of these. But I can make it. I know how. Okay. There we go. Oh, we can set Noelle for that one. Okay.
Giant chili chicken is the main event. Can't afford to compromise too much here, but maybe some pepper will set it apart without alienating anybody.
Make delicious Julian chili chicken. Julian chili chicken. Perfect.
doesn't look so good.
Yeah, he's at 18. Gooba, go help him.
Gooba!
Gooba wants to help.
Whoa, what's this? Hold up. Things are taking an unexpected turn on the Masterful Chef's stage. Xiangling's mysterious assistant appears to be aiding her opponent. Judges, are we going to allow this? We knew in advance that Xiangling would be accompanied by a mysterious assistant, and the judges agreed that the two could be classed as one individual for the purposes of the competition.
Of course.
But what do we say to this?
I take no issue with it. In any case, the assistant hasn't done much in the way of assisting.
That's not true. He was very helpful.
No competition would be complete without a little drama. All a part of being young. I won't be the old fogey that ruins it for them.
Please allow me to explain to our host. Prior to the competition, the judges reviewed both contestants, and we can comfortably confirm that neither side is participating in a way that contravenes the competition rules. Xiangling is a highly accomplished chef, and her assistant is more like family to her. Xiangling prepares all of her own dishes herself. All that her assistant will do is occasionally provide a fire source. Given Xiangling's level of culinary skill, the difference between her using firewood or her assistant is a trivial one. I appreciate everyone's concerns. The presence of a mysterious assistant performing strange dance moves to cheerlead for Xiangling is a little unexpected. But the mysterious assistant has now started cheerleading for Smiley Yenshao too, demonstrating total impartiality.
That's nice.
By encouraging both Xiangling and her opponent, they have proven to be a fair supporter.
Cute.
That's right. Guava's not really outside help. Guava just likes to watch people cook. I'm sure the only reason they went over there is to try to help Yenshao feel less nervous. I give you all my word, Guava will not interfere with the competition. And I would also say that it's a loss to the competition if Yenshao isn't at the top of his form. I say that as someone who's eaten Yenshao's cooking at Wang Shuin before. He is an excellent chef, and I want this to be a competition between the best we both have to bring.
I mean, she's not wrong.
I see. Most amusing. Uncle Tian, what's your opinion?
I have no objections. It's an honor and a privilege to see two contestants so dedicated to having a fair and square contest.
The judges and the officiator accept this explanation. Let the competition continue.
Yenshao, are you alright?
I don't know what's wrong with me. I've never been so nervous in my life. Look, my hands won't stop shaking.
Take it easy. I've been there before. I can help. Try saying a tongue twister to yourself in your head. Or think of some happy memories about your dad.
Why my dad?
That's a bit specific. Yep.
Because that's what I do.
The ghost girl right here stalking him.
I guess I'll think of my mom then. Anyway, you should carry on. I'll be fine. Don't hold up your own dishes on my account.
Nothing's being held up. I'm finished already.
Huh? Right. Then I need to focus up and win this thing.
There you go. That's the attitude
It's like,
we
oh,
want.
I'm not holding anything up. I'm done.
Yenshao. So come on, show everyone what you're made of.
She's
Just
like,
like
I
you
want
showed
you to
us
beat
last
me.
time at Wang Shuin.
I want to lose. I'm just interested in being here.
Yes, you're right. I can do this. Thank you, Xiangling. And thanks to your... well, thanks. Time for me to get cooking.
Yeah. He starts cooking immediately and his dish is ready in a flash.
Both contestants have now finished cooking. I would like to invite them to present their dishes to the judges for evaluation.
Dun, dun,
We will
dun.
proceed in the order that the contestants finished. Xiangling, please describe your dish.
My dish is Jiyun chili chicken with sides of triple-layered consomme and crystal shrimp. The theme is of earth and waterborne, which includes land and sea. In other words, land animals, fowl, and seafood are all potential ingredients. My main dish, Jiyun chili chicken, is a combination of fowl and chilies. Jiyun chilies capture the essence of the mountains where they grow, and fowl is a gift from the heavens.
I mean, and it's fair when you really want the competition, right? Because in the end, that's what she wants. She wants the competition. And I can say, as somebody who's done competitions before, when it's one-on-one and you know your opponent is not at the top of their game for whatever reason, you're the first one to be like, no, this isn't right. Because it ruins it. It makes it all cheap. Like, there are people that enjoy wins like that. I'm not one of them.
Triple layered consomme also uses fowl, and its other ingredients are ham and bamboo shoots. These are also flavors from the mountains, but they complement and contrast with the chicken dish. Fresh instead of spicy, cold instead of hot.
She was the same way against, yeah, what was her name? In the side quest in the little town. Yeah, it was about the contest. And that's what it is. Because she knows she's a good cook, right? Everybody loves her cooking. Like, she's an amazing chef, and she knows that. It's all about finding people who are better. And being better to beat them, to grow.
The crystal shrimp is made from a combination of rice, shrimp meat, and carrot. A thin, translucent skin wraps diced carrot and a whole shrimp. Fresh, crispy, and tender. Shrimps are a gift from the ocean. Tightly wrapping them in a skin made from rice makes this dish a blend of land and sea. Fresh with a hint of sweetness. It's the perfect note to end this course on.
Ooh, a strong delivery there from Xiangling.
Yeah.
Let's see what our next contestant Yanxiao has to say.
Let's see what he's got.
My dish is Adeptus Temptation with a mint salad and golden shrimp balls.
Oh, he made Adeptus Temptation. That's a gold star dish. I know, I have it in my inventory.
As Xiangling says, earth and water means land and sea. So birds, land animals, and seafood
I don't know,
were also
he
the
might be
ingredients
this.
I incorporated. Adeptus Temptation is a much-loved dish in Liyue, and as chef of Wangshuin,
Yeah,
I've
golden
always
shrimp
been
ball.
proud to offer
Yep.
this as the signature specialty dish of our menu.
I think I think he went for the judges.
It's a complex dish with very particular ingredients. Smoked ham, crab, fresh shrimp meat, and matsutake. I chose this as my main dish as a sign of respect toward my profession and to this competition. The mint salad is my first side. Cool and tender with a subtle sweetness. It's a perfect answer to the rich and strong flavors of the Adeptus Temptation. Golden shrimp balls is a time-honored classic loved by everyone. A hearty and wholesome broth, followed up with a shrimp ball. Oh, pure bliss.
Paimon can smell it from all the way over here.
Kuva's like, yes.
Paimon crazy.
Kuva, yes.
Judges, please sample the dishes.
They try the dishes.
Very impressive. Both contestants' dishes are well considered, expertly made, and truly delicious. I'm gonna have another golden shrimp. I mean,
Yep.
I shall have to sample both contestants' dishes once more before I can reach a verdict.
Now, Xiangling has taken an interesting approach here. She's chosen a cold dish as her main. I have to say, that's a bold move. It's also a unique take on Jueyun chili chicken. Although the dish as a whole is served cold, the chili peppers have been stir-fried, and so they're still just a little warm on the inside.
It's
You
interesting.
get a nice crunch as you bite in. Then you get the spiciness and warmth all coming in together. And then just a hint of that wonderful pepperiness to top it all off. It's quite simply extraordinary.
This Adeptus Temptation is quite exceptional. The triple layer consomme is also a very superlative contribution. Excellent flavor, well balanced between sweet and savory. Yes, the standard is very high.
Oh, it's gonna be a tight one.
Judges of the select panel, I will now ask you to consider your votes carefully before writing them down and handing them to me. Also, the organizing committee has selected today's audience judges, and they are now evaluating the dishes. Everyone who's been lucky enough to sample today's dishes,
Oh.
please consider and cast your vote independently.
Let's see how it goes.
How are we not involved in this? Why didn't they pick us to be judges?
Because we are obviously biased, Paimon.
Paimon has buckets of passion and oodles of expertise when it comes to food.
Paimon just wants to
They don't
eat.
want Paimon. It's their loss. Oh.
Calm down, Paimon. I'll cook the same dishes for you later.
Yippee! For all the chefs there are in the world, and for all the amazing dishes they can cook, the fact remains that you're the one who treats Paimon the best.
I mean. Alright, we all
Thank
eat.
you all for waiting. all votes have been received and counted, and the results have been returned to Ningguang. I now invite Ningguang to take the floor and announce the results of the Masterful Chef's Finals.
It is my pleasure to announce that the winner of the Masterful Chef's Finals is...
Oh, nerve-wracking. Here we go.
By a mere 1 vote margin, Xiangling!
What? How is it so close?
That is very, very close. He is a great chef,
there
too.
It is. I knew it.
It was a close contest, but we have a winner. Liyue Harbor's Xiangling has beaten Dihua Marsh's Yanxiao by just 1 vote. There can only be one winner, but the fact that this was so close shows just how much both of these outstanding chefs managed to impress our judges. Thank you both for your stellar contributions here today.
Honestly, if I was going to lose a competition like this, if I lost by 1 vote, I would feel better about it than if it was a blowout.
A big thank you to all the audience for being here today, especially those who have come from far and wide. As officiator, I declare the result of this competition to be fair and valid, thus bringing the Masterful Chef's Finals to a close.
Thank you all for coming. Until next time.
Until next time.
Please exit the venue in an orderly fashion, and remember to take all of your personal belongings with you.
We're kicking everybody out. Yeah, basically. We're kicking everybody out of the terrace. Everybody go home.
Come on, let's go over and take a look.
Hold on a second. I gotta grab these. Because I need them. They were glowing. Alright.
Looks like I won this time, Yanxiao. But I'd still like to try your dishes, if that's okay.
Sure. I'll have a try of yours too.
We exchanged dishes.
Truly exquisite. No doubt in my mind why you're the winner here.
This Adeptus Temptation is really good. It's so fresh, I'm almost moved to tears.
Well, just goes to show that you have a taste for the finer things in life.
I mean...
No, you've got me all wrong. We're just a small neighborhood restaurant too, so I totally understand. Food is life, and customers are at the heart of all food culture. So humble food cooking is not to be looked down upon.
Is that right? Huh. I'd heard you'd gotten famous for your experimental approach to cooking and were all about fancy and exclusive foods.
Nope.
Never realized you'd done your time in a small kitchen, too.
I mean, she still does her time in a small kitchen.
There you have it. All the greats come from the smaller places.
The same goes for you. You can't work in an inn kitchen unless you know how to consistently please customers.
That's
It's
true.
no wonder your food is so top-notch.
You're the kind of competition
Because I've had a
I'm
lot of
glad to
really
have.
bad hotel food.
Let's stay in touch. Maybe we can find some time in the future to trade tips.
Yay!
You got it. And next time we meet as competitors, let's both be even better than we are now.
All right? Deal.
Yay! And they all just leave the food on the table.
Traveler, Paimon, thanks for coming. Did you get to try the food? Don't even go there. Paimon's still peeved. I can't believe it. You didn't get picked? Well, never mind.
Yep.
Don't get mad. I'll make some more for you when we get back.
Paimon needs, like, a bag of holding that she can just fill with food. Or I need a bag of holding, and every time she starts talking about food, I just pull something out and hand it to her.
You will? Woohoo! Great! Oh, the organizer said that Yanxiao and I need to go register our delivery addresses. Apparently, they're gonna deliver an exclusive ingredients package and the prize money at a later date. So I need to get moving.
Oh. Having seen your inventory space, you have a bag of holding. I mean, that's true.
I'll come find you guys after. Xiangling seems really happy. Good for her.
Exactly.
Looks like Kuching and Ningguang left already. As the organizers, they must have gone to wrap up some last-minute things. Let's go ask them for an update about the statue.
Oh, yeah, the statue. That's a thing. The stove god. Oh yeah, the stove god. I almost forgot about the stove god. I almost forgot about the stove god because I was so like wrapped up in the cooking thing. Hello. Tell me about the stove god. You alright there?
Ka-ching, there you are!
You having problems?
Oh, you found me.
You're not hiding.
Huh? Is everything okay?
Something is weighing on Kuching's mind.
Traveler, I have found myself in something of a predicament.
Okay.
In the competition, I voted for Smiley Yenshao.
I mean, you voted for Smiley because he made golden shrimp balls.
So you're frustrated because you can't go back and vote for Xiangling instead?
No, that's not it. As a judge, I had a duty to remain objective. I made my decision after thinking about it very carefully, and my conscience is clear.
Okay.
Xiangling is my friend. So by rights, I should be honest with her about this.
She's like, I feel bad because I voted for him, and I don't want to tell Xiangling that I voted for him because we're friends, and I'm gonna da-da-da. Oh my god. Sounds like me.
But, as you know, I voted based purely on my personal opinion. As a contestant, Xiangling may not be able to appreciate this. And I do not know how to deal with people of her temperament. I just don't know how to break it to her.
I need to put fried shrimp on the... or some kind of shrimp. I need to put shrimp on the grocery list. On my grocery list. I'm gonna have to put shrimp on my grocery list. It's fine, I said it out loud on a stream, now it's been documented.
It's no big deal. Just say it however comes naturally. Xiangling of all people isn't bothered about that kind of stuff. And anyway, she still won in the end.
Oh hey, here you are! I've been looking for you for ages.
Xiangling, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it?
Already forgotten to remind you about a thing you just said. It's I can just scroll up in the chat, which is I want a spooky cup. That's what it is. The thing that it was the thing is I want a cup that's spooky, so that I have a spooky cup, and I don't have to have cans with logos on them during stream.
My grandfather always said to me, in contests of food, always follow your heart.
Oh, okay.
Which is to say that in gastronomical disputes, or indeed competitions, one must cast their vote for the party that they agree with. This decision must be based on one's honest thoughts, not influenced by any external factors. Of course, that was just my grandfather's opinion, but I have to say, I am inclined to think he had a point. So, despite the fact that I am your friend,
I mean,
I cast my vote for Smiley Yenshao's Adeptus Temptation.
as a mod, your job is never done. But I think you mean the golden shrimp balls.
Well, maybe it was. I like golden shrimp balls. Is that a problem?
Shutting up.
You were acting so serious that I honestly thought something was up. It's fine. Doesn't bother me one bit.
Huh?
You voted for who you wanted to. And that's totally okay.
Yep.
In fact, that's exactly how it should be.
Of course that's how she feels
Otherwise,
about
how
it.
could it be a fair competition? So, you made a point of telling me. Is that because you were worried that it made you a bad friend?
Oh, it's so sweet. Oh, getting cold again. Oh.
Don't be absurd.
Didn't I say already? I love this about you. You're just so conscientious about everything. Half-baked feedback just isn't meaningful to me at this stage.
That's true.
Seeking reassurance is what novices do, and it's been a long time since I was a novice. The way forward from today will only get more challenging, as will the dishes I'll need to cook. Honestly, I'll need friends like you along the way.
I mean, yeah.
You have a strong sense of responsibility, Kuching. But you know, not everything is always about responsibility. Yes, you're a Qixing, but you're also you, Kuching. When you're with friends, you don't need to think about everything so thoroughly. You know that's what Ningguang's like, right? Beto's always telling me about how well she gets along with Ningguang. They even play chess aboard her ship sometimes. So you see, Ningguang's kind of bold in that she doesn't let her identity and reputation get in the way of her ability to have a good time. You could take a leaf out of her book.
Yep.
Outside of work, it's time to let go and relax.
This is how I am when I'm a stage manager. And it's why I don't tend to make friends in the casts that I'm working. And I mean, I do sometimes, but like, it's very hard for people to differentiate between stage manager Mizzy and friend Mizzy. But because there's a very clear defining line. And that line exists when you're at rehearsal. And people don't, like, yeah. I mean, maybe Beta lost at chess. I'm terrible at chess. Terrible. I could play chess on stream. Everybody can make fun of me. Like, I'm bad. I'm not good. You don't need to be so strict with yourself.
Traveler, Xiangling, anyway, what are we standing around here for? Let's go and check on the status of the Stove God statue.
Oh yeah! Paimon had nearly forgotten about that.
So had I.
See.
I had forgotten there was a statue that was basically waiting for us to make all this amazing food for the competition. They were like, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. But they left all the decorations up. So, I guess it's not that big of a deal if people are still hanging out. Excuse me while I grab silk flowers. Because I need them for things. Flowers are very important. Because you need them for leveling people all the time. All the time. So, and it takes days for things to respawn, so it's better just grab it when you see it. Alright, Statue of the Stone God. Stove God. Check the large rock. Here we go.
How strange. It hasn't changed one bit. This doesn't make any sense. We cooked our hearts out. Does this mean the competition wasn't enough to awaken the statue?
Oh well. I suppose it was simply not meant to be.
There's still time. Don't lose hope.
Yeah, we've waited this long already. There's no harm in waiting a little longer. Right, Xiangling? Yup, there's still time. Let's be patient. We'll all see this through together. On another note, I have some good news for you, Kuching. Things are looking optimistic for that recipe you gave me. Master came by before the competition and filled in the parts that were missing. So now I'll be able to cook it.
Yay!
In fact, I'll go find somewhere to make it right now. Wait here.
Xiangling.
Oh, and Traveler, could you come with me? Huh? You only just beat Smiley and Chow. You think you're up for challenging us already?
Alright, time for me to get real. I'm something of a kitchen god myself.
Obviously not what I meant. You collect recipes, don't you? I thought you'd probably be needing this dish during your travels, so I figured I'd share it with you.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh, right! Paimon knew that. Sheesh, we totally misread that situation.
Who am I kidding? Zhangling's the real kitchen queen.
Jeez, careful eating your words so fast. You'll give yourself heartburn.
What are you staring at me for? Go on, go get on with your cooking.
Da, 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 da. Make delicious chili mince cornbread buns. Wow. Chili mince cornbread buns. So, on the one hand, that sounds odd. On the other hand, that sounds delicious, and I would totally eat it. Yes. 100%. That's a purple recipe. Da, 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 da. Is there still there's still a cook pot up right here. All right, let's see. What do we need to make this? I just made that. Oh, here it is. Chili mince cornbread buns. Has little paw prints on it. Meat. Flour, cabbage, and chilies. All right. Whew. Purples are always a little bit more stressful.
It's done! So this is what the dish from the recipe looks like. Let's go give it to Kuching.
Ta-da!
Mine's ready too. Let's go together.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Here you go.
We're back. The traveler and I made one each. Here, have a taste while it's still warm.
Thank you. Don't mind if I do.
She tastes all the things.
What is it? What does that face mean?
This flavor. I've tasted it before.
Hello?
Apologies. Xiangling, Traveler, thank you both. This is everything I had hoped it would be. It tastes wonderful and quite amazingly, somehow it took me right back to my childhood, when my grandfather was still around.
Really? That's awesome! I didn't have a chance to fully explain before. In fact, when Master had filled in the missing parts of the recipe for me, I realized that I already knew how to make this dish.
Aha!
You already knew? You mean you were able to make this without ever seeing the recipe? Uh-huh. My dad taught me how to make it. Wait, but isn't this dish from Kuching's grandpa's notes, though?
About that. I do not believe that this recipe was my grandfather's creation. My grandfather was a well-known real estate tycoon in Liyue, and also a scholar. He was an avid collector of old books and was quite knowledgeable on many of Liyue's customs and traditions that are no longer practiced. As a child, I used to spend a lot of time with him in his study. We'd read the classics together, then debate how much of it was actually genuine, and whether Rex Lapis was real or not.
Yeah.
He used to say, books are just a bridge that bring us a little closer to history. It's up to those of us in later generations to ask these questions, search for the answers, and decide what they mean.
I mean, that's accurate.
Since then, my grandfather has passed on, and I've grown up to become a Chising. My views on Rex Lapis have changed in this time too, from myth to reality. For me, the name Rex Lapis is inextricably wound up with memories of my grandfather. Whenever I see his name written down, it always reminds me of sitting in my grandfather's study, seeing all of his notes. As I said earlier, this recipe came from those same notes. It's an ancient dish that he was trying to restore to its original form. But, unfortunately, without the full recipe, he never quite succeeded. Still, each time he tried cooking it, he'd always get me to have a taste while it was still warm. The memories. This really is the taste of my childhood.
Ancient dish? Are cornbread buns really that old? Well, at least in my family it is. My dad learned how to make it from his dad, and supposedly it's been passed down that way for generations. We call them chili minced cornbread buns. They're a traditional folk food snack, easy to pack up and take with you on the road. So they're the perfect thing to eat on the go.
Goba's like, yes, I want to eat them.
Seeing Guoba just reminded me of something. I actually made this dish on the day I first met Guoba.
How did you first meet?
It was in a cave in the mountains. I ducked inside to get out of the rain and saw an offering table in there, so I put the cornbread buns I'd brought with me on it. Then I ended up falling asleep, and when I woke up, I found out that Guoba had eaten every last one.
That's funny.
Guoba followed me around ever since.
He's an Adeptus.
We're practically family now. Hold up! Stop the conversation! Look! The stone!
Guoba's the stove god. Is Guoba the stove god? Oh my god.
It burst open!
It's...
Is that Guoba?
Guoba? What are you... What?
Aw,
Ah, I see the chili mince cornbread buns have been served.
Oh my god.
Master! Granny, look! The stove god statue looks just like Guoba!
Oh, indeed it does. After all, Guoba is the deity you've been searching for. God of the stove.
I love the fact that Guoba is the stove god. That's like the best thing. Oh my god, I love it so much.
Guoba is a god?
Look at his eyes.
You asked me if a sufficiently festive atmosphere would be enough to reawaken the stove god. And my answer is this. Yes. And no. The stove god has always been a deity with great affection for the people, and who acts in response to their desires. To him, the heart's passions and the heart's desires are not the same thing.
Wow.
Passion can be a technique, a skill, something derived from experience. But desires, they are deeper, more innate. They are the heart's strength in its purest form. Masterful chefs is wonderfully exciting, but it is more an exercise of passion than of desire. And passion alone will not suffice to reawaken the stove god from his deep slumber. But just now, when Kuching ate this dish he had longed for, a deeply held desire was fulfilled. As well as receiving an answer to a question,
I like
she
that.
also gained something much
I like that a
more
lot.
precious. A moment of poignant nostalgia so vivid, it felt like she was right there alongside her grandfather. The enormous power unleashed by the fulfillment of this desire resonated with the stove god's statue, and caused it to manifest once more the form it took in the past. Of course, the stove god himself is not contained within the statue.
Yep.
The true stove god has been here with us all along.
So, you know, when I go out and I'm murdering hilly churls and I'm playing as her, I hit E and summon the stove god so he can set stuff on fire in a poor way because he can't point the right direction.
How does it feel, seeing a statue of yourself from your glory days? Look at him. Still so majestic.
Glory days? Wait, what happened? Did Guoba used to be different from now?
Oh, yes. Back in his day, your Guoba was once the patron god of the soil. But all the wisdom and power he had then, he has since surrendered to the soil itself.
A god surrendering their power to the soil. I have heard this turn of phrase before, but what does it mean?
Yes, what does it mean?
The kinds of trials and tribulations that a land can face are far more than you could imagine. Droughts, floods, torrential rain, hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis, fires, and plagues. The threat of disaster will never fully disappear from Liyue. Even woes that have never been faced before in history will come to pass in the future. Such things affect you mortals far more than we Adepti, with our immortal forms. He once walked with you over the barren plains until you arrived at last at the harbor. He joined you in building your dwellings and lighting the stoves. It was his hand that lit the very first street lamp of
that's
Liyue
cool.
and brought the aroma of cooked food into every household in the land. You mortals no longer remember him, but back in the age when you did, he was the closest of all the Adepti to the common folk. Marchosius,
Yeah, here we go.
god of the stove, born from a spark when stone struck stone. He was a god with a great love for humanity and their well-being. Millennia ago, the people sought to expand their city. They built a dwelling on the plains and called it the Gueli Assembly. The stove god cared greatly for the people, turning himself into minions who went into every home, fostering food and solidarity alike. Alas, their home was taken by a flood. The waters ravaged the Gwali assembly and forced the people back south to Liyue Harbor. Though the distance was not far, the journey was plagued by a terrible storm. For a dozen days, the Adepti stayed by their side. During this time, the stove god cooked an ancient delicacy, flatbread with a meat sauce to stave off the cold and damp, fit for those on the move.
Oh, it's the recipe. It's the original recipe.
Centuries later, disaster and plague arose once more. The stove god would appear no longer, for he placed all of his power into the land itself to quell the calamities. His power expended, and his wits greatly reduced. Thus his body decreased in size. By the time he parted ways with us, he wasn't even the height of a human. He told Rex Lapis and I of the dishes that bring joy and of the secrets of the flame, then went into the mountains and entered into a long slumber.
And then she found him.
The stove god departed, and Guoba was born. When he awoke, he ate the Chiliman's cornbread buns placed on the offering table by a young lady in yellow. Though he did not remember the past, he was profoundly moved and decided to follow this young lady thereafter. The stove god had quietly disappeared, but the vendors rose early to hawk their wares. People went out to buy goods, lit their stoves, and cooked food, just as they had done every day for as long as they could remember.
Yeah, she was really cute.
In Liyue, things have always been this way.
So cute. I love it. I love that he
Nature
was an Adepti.
provides, the mountains rejoice. We are blessed by heaven's good grace.
Years have gone by. The world has transformed, but our way of life survives.
Fame and fortune is only a season. It is the moment that we should embrace.
This is really cool.
Past meets present. Heritage becomes legacy. Long into the future may we thrive.
You once told me that dining is the
Super
profoundest of customs in the human world. To eat well is to consume vitality itself, and to drink well is to partake of the very essence of the world. It is a matter of paramount importance, you said, for people cannot face the arduous journey ahead on an empty stomach. At once a humble affair and a profound one. A humble meal of maize and spring water is also profound in that. By ensuring one's survival, it paves the way for millennia of human history and culture to come. My dear friend, Liyue has changed so much while you have slept. Looking at the prosperity and beauty around us today, does it make you happy?
Guoba, this is kind of a huge deal. Why didn't you say anything?
She just said he lost his memory.
Nah.
He's just like, my bad.
He is not who he once was. Even the power of speech evades him now. There is no way he could have told you.
Oh.
Guoba, but...
Xiangling.
Do not be saddened, Xiangling. There are two sides to everything. Guoba may have lost many of his formal faculties, but he is now as carefree as can be, without a single worry in the whole world.
I love the fact that he literally sacrificed his brain power. Like, he doesn't have any... He doesn't have two brain cells to rub together. He's like the happiest Guoba in the world because he has no concept of...
In this world we inhabit, who can truly be said to live a life free of all woes?
I mean, yeah.
Those with a mind and with the knowledge will certainly be troubled by all manner of things.
Yep, he sacrificed everything so
But
that the
he has
land
gone
could
further than us in his
heal.
journey. He had both wisdom and courage. Everything he took upon himself, he was also ready to part with. His carefree demeanor today is a testament to the fact that he is at rest. So since you are his friend, take good care of him. Go out to walk and play. Allow him to eat, drink, and be merry.
I will! You can count on me!
Xiangling, you have an adeptal affinity. Guoba follows you around because he has respect for you. The moment he awoke, he was met with a familiar flavor in the chili mince cornbread buns he ate. After all that time, he still recognized the dish he had invented, and he approved of you as the one who had cooked it.
Yep.
That's right. The taste of one's home cuisine always
So you know,
brings
she is
back
the best
memories
chef.
of home.
Period. That's it.
Though he remembered nothing, eating the food you had cooked gave him a feeling of familiarity.
Ulta
That
chef.
is why he stuck by you.
You may be the first person in history to give the stove god the experience of being a satisfied customer.
Exactly. See, this is what I'm talking
That
about.
makes you quite a remarkable
chef.
chef.
I love her cooking too.
If that's true, I couldn't be happier. Because putting a smile on customers' faces is what we chefs are called to do.
Well then, it's getting late and I still have things to do. Time for me to say goodbye. Traveler, Paimon, Xiangling, thank you all very much. I look forward to spending more time together in the future.
Sounds good. We'll be waiting. Enough of the cooking onions, right?
Dad's probably heard the good news already, but I should still go catch up with him. Master, it's been a while since you came by. Why don't you join me? He thinks about you all the time, you know. He's always telling me to invite you over.
Oh, goodness me. Then, far be it from me to refuse. Off we go then. Let's saunter over gently and see how all the city folk are getting along.
Saunter over gently. Let's saunter over gently, she says. Done. Sufficient level of sauntering.
Hi, Dad. I'm back. Hey, what are you doing there? I should be the one handling that. Oh no, Guoba's taken off.
Yeah, he's fine. Look who it is. Oh, hey, Zhongli.
Oh, it's you. Hello there, old friend.
Oh, bless my soul. Are you out for a stroll as well?
Given the season, it felt fitting to take a leisurely walk while the meal is being prepared.
Quite right. And it also gave us the chance to run into you. Guoba may not recognize you, but as ever, he seems quite delighted to see you.
Yep.
So, Guoba doesn't remember anything, but can still feel when something's familiar?
I mean, yeah.
Friendship will always withstand the ravages of time. Traveler, what do you think of the name of this festival? Moon Chase.
Evocative and seasonal.
The moon is a carrier of countless emotions. So many things only seem to surface as we gaze up beneath its poignant glow.
It's Zhongli time.
Wherever the moonlight shines, the heart is wont to follow. Fond memories of those
I
no
should
longer
get a snack
with us.
whenever Zhongli is going to be
Debts
talking,
of
so I can just sit
gratitude
here
to
and eat a
old
snack while he's
friends.
going.
The meaning of ages past and gone.
He just talks so slow.
All wrapped up in the city that has existed for so many moons to date.
I like his voice acting, and it's perfect for him. It's just sometimes it's like... So.
All these things and more. They are why people chase the moon.
Something, something, I
In
forgot
old
my more.
age, the
Something,
sight
something.
of many things
Yep.
puts one in a wistful mood. But children are always a beautiful sight to see. Such exuberant life force. It seems to well up from deep within the land itself. A land that has been in existence for so many millennia, and yet one that still dazzles today.
Hi, baby boy. Hi. You want to sit with Mom? Perhaps that is what defines Liyue.
Traveler, this Moon Chase Festival has been all the more entertaining with you here to witness it.
Sophus. I have to click the button. Sophus, we're close. We're close to the end of the stream, okay? Hi. He's like, no, stream's done now.
Now, let's have Xiang
Blanket
Ling
up so
brew
you
us a
don't-
nice pot of tea. We shall drink and chat at our leisure.
That sounds wonderful. Quest complete. To be continued. I know. Hi, then. Hi. Alright, let me see something here. Excuse me, sir. Okay, so according to this, there isn't another part to it right now. So, the only thing we have is, you know, part 3 of that will unlock. So, yeah, I mean, we've done a pretty good job of...
Everything is negotiable, except overtime.
Sophie, you're like passing out, like right on my lap. You're passing out. Yeah, I know it's close enough. It's 10 minutes early, but Sophie's done with me being on the computer, so we can call it a little bit early. Thanks so much for coming to hang out with me today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, spooky days of Halloween. We'll be doing 13 days of Halloween. I think the advent calendar is 13 days. Well, the spooky Halloween calendar. And then big stream on my birthday on the 9th. It's gonna start at noon PST. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna do lots of stuff. It's gonna be great. So, thanks so much for coming out. I really appreciate you and your support. I will see you all tomorrow. We'll do something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So, have a good one. Me and Sophie. We'll see you later. Bye.